on maize.
You new starting soon scene PogChamp.
Hello. What's up, everybody? Thank you so much for pulling in. Gonna be doing something a little bit different today. Man, the YouTube streams are awesome, dude. I'm so glad that I started streaming on YouTube. This is fantastic. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Twitch. What's up, Nona Nelson? Thank you so much for the sub. Appreciate it, brother. How are you doing this morning? What's up? It's not fair. What's up, Bromad? Mystic Entity. What do the Evos say about this patch? So this is the thing, man. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna play 3.24 over here, and we're gonna talk about 3.24. You guys can ask me questions about 3.24, but you can't see or hear 3.24 because that would breach NDA. And this is the first time I've ever been part of Evocati, so, you know, it happened to fall on my big Friday stream day. And I thought, you know what, man, fuck that shit. I wanna experience the patch. I don't have enough time to, like, because, you know, I'd like to make content discussing the things. I've got big... I think 3.24 is a massive step in the right direction in terms of making Star Citizen... You know, there's a lot of discourse around the cargo stuff and auto loading and manual load times and the money and the safety, armistice zones, outposts. There's so much going in there, and that's where, you know, for guys like me who play the game in this way and do a bit of piracy and, you know, all this kind of shit, it's got huge implications, right? Massive, make it or break it implications. So I need to get in there and test it, man. So you guys are gonna watch some exciting B-roll that I've got set up. And I'm gonna, you know, we could talk about the patch. And if you've got questions, I can literally try and figure it out while we're streaming. Yeah. So I don't know if I can, like, describe. I mean, of course I can describe what I'm doing and how I'm doing it, but fair, something that's not cool. Straight off the bat, we have, guys. Let me know how's the music versus voice balance. By the way, it always kind of freaks me out. Something that's really not cool is all the... I mean, this could just be for this particular patch, but the ultra-wide elements of the HUD, they used to hug the edges, right? As you'd expect them to. They do very well. Now everything is at like a 16:9 aspect ratio. So your chat is sitting in the middle of your ultra-wide screen, which is not great. It's not cool. What's up, Noob Gaming? How you doing, brother? Cheers for putting in. Question about 3.24, please, with question, or... Yeah, dude, no, whatever makes sense, guys. If you... I don't know if we've got mods in YouTube chat, but if you guys have questions, I'm going to try and keep up with things. Not that, you know, this is not the most popular fucking chat room in the world, so it is kind of... It's kind of easy for me to see what you boys are saying, boys and girls are saying. So, yeah, I just want to get out of the starting location and actually start testing stuff. Straight off the bat... This is so funny, dude. when you hit I, you know, that one time that I played Evo, not now, not live on stream, that one time that I played Evo, I pressed I, and it's funny because you get an inventory. You get the, you know, the puppet screen, right? You get your third person view of the thing, but there's no local inventory, man. How crazy is that? This is the dream. Mediated in the form of mime voidy. There's fuck all here, bro. There's fuck all here. Make me on. I can manage it. You can only get inventory on what you're wearing. Yeah, exactly, Nona. And I happen to be naked, so yeah. And if you guys get bored of the B-roll, I found the most exciting B-roll I possibly could of us doing piracy on Idris. So hopefully the B-roll keeps you entertained if you're not, you know, interested in the discussion. So the real quick, like what I want to actually just beeline for is a junkyard, right? Brio's breakyard with some cargo, and see how that whole experience is. I mean, hey, CIG knew the risks when they let content creators into Evo. What can you do? Kai sent. The only thing about 3.24 I'm worried about is eating and drinking, since you don't have invisible infantry anymore. I guess stealing helmets is the new meta at the Torpedo Burrito stores. So what do you mean? So I mean, you could always, like every time I go out into Star Citizen and do anything, I always make sure I've got about 5 Cruise Lux on me, like in your backpack, right? So I'm not too sure how this... Oh, when you go and buy sustenance. There we go. That's it, Nona. Nice. Is there any detail on which hangar you will get according to which ship you have? So Killblock, the way that I currently understand that this works is your... Oh, we're busy crashing. Oh no, it recovered. Nice. While I was on the shuttle, that's impressive. So your largest ship theoretically dictates your hangar of your, you know, your actual persistent hangar. I have not tested this at all yet. I've not figured it out yet. So it's probably gonna be one of the first things that we can do. Can you still grab food's drink directly to the hand? I don't know, bro. I've got to go find some food. We've got to go find a little terminal. Oh, actually, we've got to buy some food, right? So that's, as we, you know, within the natural progression of playing the patch, we will touch on everything. But I think it should be cool to, like, you know, answer all these burning questions, because I've got so many, man. I have a very basic question. How do you actually get your personal or instance hangars? Like, how do you know where to go to it? I mean, it's a great question. We're about to find out. Bro, man, thank you so much for the sub with Prime, man. Oh, that's a Prime gift. Thank you so much for the Prime gift, man. Very generous. Cheers, bro. Greetings from Joburg. What's up, Ziff3X? Thank you for putting in, brother, on this lovely, cold and chilly Friday morning. Okay, so we've got a storage access thing. This is how it works, guys. We're talking in the past tense. The new UI, that one time I played 3.24 in Ivocati, looked incredible. This is the most interesting UI I've seen. So what they've done is essentially taken your inventory, you know, your typical magic inventory,
Sharp fine point,
and now they've transplanted that into an MFD screen that you interact with at the terminals, the storage access terminals that used to be called the personal gear storage or whatever they used to call it. Now it's general. There's these fantastic icons that they've designed. For now, a burger represents sustenance, which is pretty cool. That's a new icon. You can drag things from a drawer, which is the thing that you're interacting with, from the warehouse. So this is how it works. The theoretical or the magical inventory storage is now a warehouse that you can only access via these terminals. So for instance, if I drag a CF227 Badger Repeater, a ship weapon, into the storage access, my assumption now is that this weapon is going to be in the elevator. Transferring, so I dragged it over. Oh my god. Oh my god, dudes. Holy fuck. So when you drag something out of the theoretical warehouse that doesn't technically exist, this is your old magic inventory that you can only access at a storage terminal, you bring that into your drawer, confirm the transfer, and then it automatically opens up the magic inventory. But it's only accessible while you're standing at that thing. So I've grabbed a weapon into my external inventory from the access point. You know, it's like delivered to this. It's all still very theoretical, right? There's no physical movement going on here. It just resides within an inventory now that I cannot do anything with because it's a ship weapon that you cannot drop in an armistice zone. Dude, we need to find ship access to storage access terminals at non-armistice zones. And this could be a great way to customize ships and do things. This is insane. Now you have to buy and probably spawn in your hangar. Let me get through to the actual the hangar. This B-roll must be from after I left that one night. Look at all this inefficiency. Fuck you, Nerve. This was yeah. We were. I mean, it was late. We were just dicking around. We jacked a caterpillar that Fair had a serious vendetta against because the I want to say like perpetrator. The perpetrator in question was referring to the caterpillar as a caddy, and Fair could not handle it, man. Okay, so I've dropped something into my external inventory. No, and you cannot access it. It resides. Oh, it's gone from the drawer. Interesting. I wonder if that's a bug or if that's intended, because now I've lost that badger repeater. Very interesting. What's your Evo count? I want to join in. I don't know how to... I don't know how to do that, bro. Let me... Okay, but let's get back to some questions. No, as we'll figure that out in DMs, dude. Only the pink one can be called a caddy. These item terminals, do they have localized content or can you access your items across the verse? I believe it's going to be localized. We can test that. We'll head over to another station just now. But basically what I did now was take a ship weapon, withdraw it from the access terminal, and it automatically opened up your classic magic inventory with the name external, but I couldn't interact or do anything because it's a ship weapon and armistice. So let me actually get that one time that I actually went and got like a terminal, a persistent hangar. Got some dudes running around in funky things. This is a fantastic question. Like, how do I just get to my instance, my personal hangar? Can you be more descriptive? I'm not quite getting it up. Thank you for the follow, Sharp E Fine Point. I don't know why my notifications have all of a sudden stopped working. That's annoying. Yeah, let me just get to the old Aesop terminals and see how I actually get my hangar. Then we'll sit down, we'll relax, we'll start asking some questions, we'll have a sip of coffee, and we'll take it slow and easy. I'm amateur, fresh, newbie, retard streamer, so cut me some slack. Sounds like our time of mixing clothing and armor is going to end soon. In terms of like glitching the armor and using invisible undersuits and all this kind of stuff, or... Because basically what you'd be doing is wherever you want to store stuff, like at a station, you'd probably put stuff into a box and then access that box. You know, you'd go into a hangar that you have, temporary access to or permanent access to, put all the stuff that you want to mess around with into a box and then access it from there, right? Call it to your elevator and access it from there. What the fuck is that? Johan Mays. Whoa, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub and appreciated so much. Thank you. So the one time that I played Ivocati, the Aesop terminals were incredibly glitchy and had all kinds of weird new effects that hurt my brain. But we're going to call a Corsair. We're going to deliver a Corsair to my home location on Orison. That's what I did that one time. And we're going to retrieve it. Now, I'm going to assume that this is all happening. It basically said that the ASOP terminal successfully retrieved vehicle. Your ship will be waiting at Void Dude's Medium. Thank you for visiting. Ladies and gentlemen, all good hangars have a name, so CIG decided to call mine Void Dude's Medium, which is a step up from what my wife calls, let's not go there. So now I must literally go to, okay, and then what I realized was that time that I played Evo that one time is the actual elevator comes up with an option to take you to Void Dude's Medium, which is pretty cool. Get out of my hangar, bro. What are you doing? That one time. The other night. Unauthorized access. Yep, okay. Yeah, I see why this hasn't gone live. So that one time I played Evo, I clicked on the button to take me to my Void Dude Medium hangar, and it instantly took me to somebody else's hangar, and within 3 seconds, before I could even know what was going on, it kicked me back to the lobby. So at least it doesn't like reset you to like the easy hab or something, right? So it's a little bit forgiving in that degree. And it also looks like every single elevator has been instanced, and I'm seeing the same fucking person in every elevator. This is wild. Guys. Yeah. Okay, so after this issue of being rejected by the thing, it is literally, so my hangar no longer exists as an option on the elevator. Right? I think maybe this is a better way of doing it. Let me just narrate my experience as we go through it. Because doing this and going through questions might be difficult. But Nona Nelson is curating questions, so we'll get to the highlighted stuff ASAP. ASOP terminals are actually a little bit jank at the moment. All good streams have a name. Tickle that thumbs up button, everybody. Wow, dude. Thank you so much, handsome viewer. Nona Nelson, got you, brother. Just remember, Nona, I have absolutely no in-game audio, so we'll have to communicate via... Okay, so this is interesting, guys. This might be part of the issues that they're experiencing and why we haven't gotten this patch sooner than later, because just mechanically for them to make this all work, I think it's far more complicated than we ever thought, because now Void Dude's Medium hangar is the location of my Corsair, which is stuck in a state of retrieval. And I cannot access that hangar from the elevator or from... Like basically, I think my persistent hangar is now in a... Back then when I tried the game, is in a state of like non-existence. Oh wait, no, there it is. Okay, so this is what's going on, guys. This is what's going on. As you step in the elevator from the ASOP location, that elevator is already some form of instance. And now I'm in my personal hangar. That time, the other night, long ago. This is very cool, guys. I did... For fuck's sakes. Okay, it's booted me back to the docking collars. Guys, let me get to the personal hangar, and we'll take it from there. It's going to take a while. Wait, is Zeno Threat Idris back on again? No, Direwolf, that's just B-roll from a couple of from some time ago. Ryan Kaka Nixion, thank you so much for the Prime sub, man. Appreciate the support. Thank you. Well, thank you. I see Lucian Armor is going to be sucky. Yeah, so I mean, this is the thing, right? If you want to go and build a reasonable haul of weapons and stuff, be that purchasing it or looting it from around the system, a lot more logistical steps in place now, right? You know, I mean, it's not too drastically different from us, you know, taking a cargo crate, rocking up at a bunker and just gathering everything to that box. Take that box back to your station and then physically take it out of your ship, put it on your elevator and store it. Now it is theoretically stored at that location, right? So it's going to be the same shit, different steps. Same shit, more steps. This is great stuff. Thank you for your service. It's a pleasure, man. It's a pleasure. Or you're talking to Nona. I don't know, bro. I don't think I've done anything fantastic. And I've been neglecting YouTube chat for a while, guys. Sorry. I'm just consistently trying to get back into my hangar, boys. It is not as easy as one might think. Okay, so for the third time that one night, I entered my hangar, looked around, and it looks slightly updated. There's some new elements on the side. There's the freight elevators that I eventually discovered. I'm going to wander over there. Actually, let's try and call the ship. So we've got the fleet manager right off to the left in the hangar. So it's like the act of calling your ship is what created your hangar for the first time. You know what I'm saying? Tango in T-Rex. Tango in T-Rex. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted community subs, man. Appreciate the support. Jason Braun, is he playing Evo right now? That I'm just doing my thing over here, and we're doing the other thing over here, if you know what I mean. But if you have any questions, let me know. I might be able to remember what I did and answer them. But if you shake the crystal ball really hard, you get answers. So I retrieved a ship from the ASOP terminal in the persistent hangar, and what happened was it booted me out for the 4th time now. Which is great, and it took me all the way back to the fucking docking cotters, man. Let me just sort this out quickly. No, do we not get party chat? Check your party chat, bro. Man, this is annoying. Yeah, guys, I'll go back up and check for questions. I just need to get sorted in the hangar. Just had the suddenization. They're adding 2 elevators to the process of getting a ship out and loading it. That's scary. Dude, what's even scarier than that is I think theoretically your entire persistent hangar is one big elevator when you try and leave your hangar. So when you open for departure, it is one giant elevator that is either theoretically moving or physically moving or instancing itself within that closed hangar from the external point of view of the world, and you load up into that. So I don't think it physically moves, but it's dynamic instance turning on and turning off. And that is fucking scary, bro. And that's probably the biggest reason why we have not seen this patch yet, right? This is why it was so mega delayed. Let's try for the 5th time. That one night when I played Evo that one time. Sweet dude. No, you're a champion. Settings. It is shockingly unobvious where to set moderator permissions in YouTube Studio for live streams. Like, you don't understand how few options they give you. You can't blame them. YouTube is a small indie company trying to compete with, big legacy media. Yeah, no, dude, that's a big ask for now. Guys, yeah, sorry, YouTube chat is going to remain unmoderated for now. Like an aircraft carrier. I guess it's in response to what I said earlier, but I'm not sure, dude. Ketubadish, what's going on, brother? How are you? Maybe they're technically using hangars and elevators or using server machines. So I mean, to a degree, there has to be some kind of like impressive data handover stuff taking place, right? All ASOP terminals stopped working all of a sudden that one time I played Evo. TQ1860, thank you so much for the follow, man. Appreciate you putting in. It's kind of weird, like YouTube. Oh, I guess it will give me notifications. Okay, cool. Nothing has ever gone wrong with elevators. This is the scary thing, dude. This is the problem. And I think this is, again, why it's taking so long. No ASOP terminals are currently working. That could be in response to the fact that I already have Voidude's medium hangar generated. Dude, do you know what's pretty crazy? So when somebody else has called up their personal hangar and you go up to the elevator, this thing that I noticed that one time that I played Evo, you can see the elevator's current location from the terminal, and it will have their player name and the size of their hangar. That seems like a breach of privacy. Wish I could join. Stupid live stuff getting in the way of my Evo testing. Yeah, bro, I hear you. I hear you, dude. Okay, for the 5th time, we're going to Void Dude's medium. All good hangers have a name. Okay, I've got you on local chat, bro. Where do you get railguns? Fantastic question. I hope to find out. Okay, so once again, I'm in my hangar. I hope it doesn't boot me out this time. I'd really like to feel like it's, you know, my hangar. I'm going to see if I can call a ship up. I want to bring the... I'm retrieving the Corsair into Void Dude's medium. All good ships have a name. So I decided to call this one. I wonder if it's because I walked into the danger zone that it booted me out of the hangar, because it seems stable now. But nothing's been retrieved. God, I hope I can call a Dragonfly and load it into my ship from here. Yeah, there's serious issues right now. You know, and it's impossible for you to say at this point in time what could be causing this. What's up? This 60... Oh, chat's moving. 360 no scope. How you doing, brother? Oh, okay, and it booted me out of the hangar again, guys. That one time I played the game. No, Yun, it is still in Evocati. Void Dude's medium could be taken very wrongly. Yep. Well, it just makes me wonder how often I'd actually end up with that problem other than initially when everyone starts up the patch. So that, I mean, dude, we treat that as, oh, it's not a big deal because, you know, once the game's, once a patch has been going on for a while, you know, your day one is going to be an absolute fucking clusterfuck. Like, I don't understand how they're going to make this work, dude. It's going to be Q Simulator 2954, bro. It's going to be insane. I want you to know the size of my hangar. What's up, Citizen Red? Okay, 6th time we're in our hangar. This is Evo testing, by the way, guys. I mean, this is what it was like to test the game in Evo that one time. So, I've accessed my storage. So this is what I find weird. They allow you, because your storage is literally a drawer. You're requesting access from a theoretical warehouse to bring items to your drawer so that you can equip it. It's weird that it lets you bring a giant gun that could never fit out the drawer, but you can call this thing from there. You know what I'm saying? And we've got some more, you know, sort of UI issues. As you hover over UI elements, you've got a tooltip appearing over a drop-down menu, which makes it impossible to tell what you're actually investigating. So you hover over the weapon icon, it says weapons, but the word weapons is behind a tooltip that pops up instantly. So I don't know, man. The UI stuff just always seems to have the most egregious, like, usability issues, which you know, they'll get there. Just need another 12 years, I guess. So I want to try and call some gear. The filter system is nice. It works quite... Oh, you can't apply multiple... Guys, getting geared up is gonna take some time. Holy shit. Actually, no. It's not gonna be too bad. Clear all filters. I don't know. Okay, so I'm just gonna grab some random shit. Oh, it's nice. You can actually drag and drop stuff. Like, that's pretty sick. That feels very intuitive, like it just kind of happened, right? We'll grab a grenade launcher. We'll grab some helmets and shit. Yeah, the filter's really not working great. Or it's just incredibly delayed. Cool, my Xenothread armor's here. Let's pull all that out. And an undersuit. Now it's glitching. Okay, it's back, it's back, it's back. Multi-tool. Bright spot purple. I've got a purple laser pointer apparently. Retaliator torpedo rear. Retaliator Dude, I can, like, see, this is what it doesn't make sense for me to be able to access a torpedo module for a ship from a storage drawer. You know what I'm saying? So now I click open drawer. So after I've transferred all the gear that I want to equip, you actually press the button that says open drawer, and now you can equip everything as if you've just pressed I. You know what I'm saying? All the icons are now massive, so they're really leaning towards you not interacting with, large quantities of items from this view, which is interesting. And I still have not been kicked out of the hangar. I'm in my personal Void Dudes medium hangar, which is fantastic and amazing and great. And we're going to try and call the Corsair again. It is now stored. Come, give me that elevator moment. Come on. Please. So there's a nice new UI element in the Evo patch that I played that one time, where as text appears in your screen, so say you look to the right and then you look at a party member to the left, the text will appear character by character, which is a very nice like UX touch. It makes it feel a little bit it feels like there's something happening that draws your eye to it, which is pretty cool. 69 viewers, nice. Nobody join, nobody leave. This is your life now. It's that crazy Void Dude. What's up, Marashi? Thank you for putting in, man. Seeing is believing. All those playing at home, you got to finish your drink. Yeah. Oh, that's a good question. So I don't have any sustenance that I can pull at the moment. But guys, that time I played Evo that one time, I was not able to put a ship into the hangar. It just refused. It's stuck in a state of retrieving. Fuck, I hope this goes to PTU next week, bro. So, the freight elevator, wow. The freight manager UI it's exactly the same as the storage access one, but it has a really fancy animation that looks all 3D and diegetic and shit. That's amazing. So you have a maximum of 200. So the biggest ship that I own in my fleet at the moment is Corsair sized, right? So MSR, Corsair, Andromeda sized. The maximum amount of SCU that I can drag into this hangar is 224. And one of the sickest touches I've ever seen CIG ever do is that your freight elevator in your hangar literally has on the wall, it says on the wall, part of the hangar itself, freight elevator, max capacity 224, MD02. I don't know what the MD02 is, but I just got kicked out of my hangar once again. I think by this point, I'm actually going to try another server. Let's see if that's even possible. Server FPS hanging around at a nice 12 FPS, which is pretty cool. How many people on the server? Looks like a full server. Also, the UI for the comms app, I wouldn't say that it's building blocks or overhauled, but it looks a little bit cleaner. It looks a little bit neater, for sure. You can't scroll up though to see the historical chat. Yeah, it just looks cleaner. That's all I can say. Okay, we're gonna try and bounce servers like a very good Evo tester that one time. Try eating and drinking. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna try. Dude, what I really want to do is just get out of Orison and go. I really want to see what the hangar experience is like at a station. Because the way I play this game, I don't think I'll ever be at my personal hangar. Don't get me wrong, it's incredibly cool, but I want a personal hangar in a space station. I don't want to be fucking around with trams and shit, you know what I'm saying? I want the experience I believe that the ultimate experience in Star Citizen one day will be that when you do go planet side to a city or a big landing location, a big hero zone, that is going to be quite an event in and of itself. And hopefully, between requesting landing, actually landing, and exploring the zone itself to do stuff, trade, buy gear, whatever. Hopefully, there's a lot that can happen out of a pool of things that will make your journey more exciting, right? We can do USA this time. Yeah, we're gonna server hop. 224 SU still wouldn't hold my mum. So I mean, think about it, right? If you've got if you've got a fucking C2 or something, that elevator capacity should hopefully go up quite a bit, right? Because that thing's like 600 SEU. These are the questions I can't answer for certainty, bro, because I don't have a C2 at the moment. Is this the Zerg theme playing in the background? Yes, indeed, brother, it is. Man, imagine ignoring YouTube chat. I'm so sorry, YouTube chat. What's up, Fabio? We can't put personal hangars in the space stations yet. We don't know. There are no personal hangars, but they should be instanced hangars at space stations. That's the hope. I want to test this. What happens when you bring your big ship to your home city? So yeah, that's the massive thing that we don't think that they've accounted for yet, is if you start the game with your $45 Aurora package, earn your way up to a C2, then want to bring your C2 into your hangar, do they automatically update it and fix that? Or is there some administration there? Or is it just impossible? Unfortunately, I can't test and answer that question. I second Felix Grace's question. Let me check. When will the 3.24 patch go live, or wave 1? So, brother, they're probably going to try and aim for next week. As I sit here right now with my 41 minutes spent that one night in Evo, it was kind of hard to just get going. And this is a massive reason why this patch hasn't dropped yet, because this literally, if they don't get this right and put it into players' hands, you can't even leave the station. You can't even go out and play the game. So it's essentially the massive blocker, the blockiest blocker that ever blocked anything in a game. They have to get it right. So if you only own a small ship, you'll only have a small hangar, correct? The theory is that if I went and bought an in-game M2, it should just automatically give me a bigger hangar when I call that ship, right? And then, because what happened with me is when I called my Corsair for the first time, it literally creates a new location for your elevators to travel to called Void Dude's Medium Hangar. So that's pretty cool. And I look like a fucking Gundam, dude. My guns are sticking out of my shoulder blades like something... Like, I look like I'm going to go rocket around the universe and shoot laser beams out of my eyeballs, bro. This is sick. Is hangar size based on your concept ship or our flyable ships? It'll probably be based on the biggest loaner you get from whatever you've purchased, right? But again, I don't have the truth. I'm not a source of truth. I'm just a wonky crystal ball. They've only said it's based on the ship you personally own with real money. So if you own a small ship, you'll only have a small hangar. But then how the fuck do you use your C2? That's crazy, dude. They have to update that when you buy a new ship in game. My biggest loaner is a Hammerhead or an 890 jump. So there you go. If you're capable of spawning that 890 jump, when you spawn that 890 jump in game, it's going to say, welcome to Caedicus's gigantic fucking hangar. The women look at his hangar and they swoon over its size and majesty. Also, I apologize, guys. I'm a little bit sick. I'm not debilitated sick, but I'm a little bit sick, which kind of sucks. So talking, I assume after a while of the stream, my throat's going to get sore and it's going to get grumpy and quit. You're supposed to get a temporary hangar. I mean, this is stuff we'll have to test. You know, people with that particular use case, we'll have to see. The servers conspire against me. Jack Axton is testing Evo, I hear. Cool. So we are returning to August Dunno space station. My 890J is named Tiny Peepee. It's a good name for an 890 jumper, I'm not going to lie. Void, when you want to use a C2, you get a public hanger. Oh, there you go. So you don't get your personal customized, you know, permanent hanger, which kind of, I mean, still, this kind of sucks, bro. If I buy a ship in game, I should get all the amenities that require, you know, that allow that ship to function, right? I don't know. Does this make sense? Maybe I'm being too hard on CRG here. Because if you think about it, this is relating back to the packages that have certain hangers, right? So instead of being like different themes of hangers based on the you know, the price of your ship, now it's just different sizes. So you want big hanger, you buy a big ship with real money. I mean, it kind of does make sense now that I think about it. By the way, your videos are just so entertaining, Void. Thank you so much, Caticus. I appreciate that, man. I'm sorry that the live streams just cannot hold a candle to the sheer epicness that is Voidy Vid's YouTube, bro. Bigger hangers for bigger ships at stations. Can't land reclaimer and drop off goods outside of a planetfall. So you'll get a temp. Apparently, this is how it's going to work, Matthias. Is that you bring that in-game bought reclaimer filled with RMC. You fly it down to Lorville. You want to sell all that RMC. You will get a temporary hanger, just like you've always done since day one. Since you know, since now, right? It won't be your personal instanced hanger. Yeah, and we are, unlike what you see on the screen at the moment, my ASOP terminals are not currently working, which kind of blows. Black Jaguar quadruple 8, thank you for the photo, cheers for putting in. For example, what happens when my wife tells me to land her reclaimer because she hates landing it and we happen to be at our home city? Bro, this is getting complicated. So if she bought the reclaimer, you get up, go to her computer, sit down, and fly it into her hangar. Is her hangar medium, large, or small, bro? And is the ship's pretty big, so yeah, I see where you're going with this. I can't spawn a ship that one time I played Evo. Can you guys hear my dog barking? He's going crazy. Hey, that one time I played Evo, I could finally spawn a ship. What is the biggest ship I actually do have? Yeah, it's Redeemer, Mercury Star Runner, or Corsair. I want to do this in a Corsair, because that is the best ship in the game. Your ship will be waiting at Void Dude's Medium. Thank you for visiting Orison. The city in the clouds. You can't do that at space stations, is my point. Yeah, because dude, this thing, my mind is warped because we always do shit like that at Grimhex, which has like an ultra wide hangar for things like reclaimers. I mean, yeah, dude, this shit's way more. Dude, I'm too stupid for this shit, bro. Let's be real. All I care about is myself. Okay, so I've requested the Corsair that one time I played Evo, and it is not allowing me to use an elevator to go to my personal hangar. Let's be real, none of these hangars are personal, they're all Chris's. You think you're safe in your personal hangar, but you're not. If you call it from your personal hangar, where you need to take the elevator to it, spawns in your personal hangar. That has not been my experience yet. Arkova, thank you so much for the Prime sub, man. Appreciate it. Oh, guys, give me a second. My dogs are going bananas. Oh man, this shit's just not working. Bro, why is it so cold? Oh, bam! Wonder when Voidy realizes Cam and Mike are off. No, I had to go sort out my dogs, bro. They were going fucking... They were barking at somebody. I had to go and, you know, defend my property or something. Is that stream first talking about another man's wife? Yeah, dude, it's all innuendo all the way down. I've already have an 890 jump. You want, we can join up once. Mighty Potato, I appreciate the offer, bro, but I kind of hate Origin ships, bro. I kind of detest them with every fiber of my being. But that's the great thing about Stars is that everybody's allowed to enjoy it. They want to enjoy it, right? Oh, guys, unfortunately, this is just not working.
All good ships have a name.
Those are Call Me Teach Choose words, not mine, guys. Voided has some good taste in ships. That he does. Captain Ashford, thank you so much for the follow, man. Appreciate it. Cool. Let's see if we can keep this going. So we that one time I played Evo, I did one server hop to a USA server. Funny enough, it had the same shard ID, so I don't think there are any servers to hop to. Like, all I wanted to do was go to Brios that one time. And what I also noticed is that the ASOP terminals have these really weird... They have these like platforms sticking out and jutting out, so it feels like you can't really approach them properly. I don't know if that's a bug or intended. Wow, this music is not appropriate. Let's go back there. To the way it was. Feed the mule in front of an end broad deer. Dude, that sounds like a song you should punch into some AI, Spockstore. They call him Scooter Lee Scooter. Oh, is that literally from a Scooter video? Cuddy Blue, Man of Culture, 100%. Finally caught a stream, let's go. What's up, Justin710X? Yeah, this is going to be a little bit different, bro. We're discussing Ivocati while... I think we're going to go meet up with an Idris or something. Who knows? So I wonder... The server FPS is staying stable at about 11. But I wonder if this is because nobody can actually branch out to, you know, slowly over time bring the server to its knees. Because every single ASOP terminal is not working. Inappropriate. Only ever watched YouTube vids and stumbled upon your stream. Love the content. Thank you so much, Captain Ashford. Appreciate it, man. And Oak Archiver. Not sure if I caught you earlier, but thank you so much for the sub. Appreciate it. With you on the Origin hates, too clean and full of themselves. I mean, I honestly do love it. I love that there is such variety in ships and such a spectrum that you can have, you know, fanboys having like, you know, trash talky fights, bro. I think it's quite an achievement for a game to be able to pull that off. It's like Motorheads, right? Arguing about cars and brands and stuff. It's very cool that this can happen in a fictional environment. I think I found an ASOP terminal that works, boys. Let's go. Fuck, finally. It still says that my Drake Corsair is in Void Dude's medium hangar. Let's try another ship. No, wait, let's try this. I love it, dude. You walk up to the elevator, and it says that the elevator's current location is Meat Paw's large hangar. There's something about seeing things that, like, you discuss theoretically become represented in the game diegetically. I think that's actually kind of special and very cool. But I still cannot access my hangar. All I wanted to do was go to an outpost and see how this trading works, man. Because here's the thing, guys. The real questions that I have, regardless of what the stream says and shit like that, is... Oh my god, I just got teleported into the middle of Orison. Is how does selling work now? Because on one hand, this is now the most anti-pay-to-win mechanic that CIG have ever introduced to the game. One of the biggest draws that Star Citizen has for me, and I say this as I'm literally falling through a planet, is the high risk, high reward gameplay, right? The fact that you can now buy a $45 or Aurora package, jump into the game, using only in-games means, hijack a C2 full of gold, and then sell that gold without having to grind for a big ship to move that gold into. And I think that is one of the greatest things, one of the greatest changes that we've ever encountered in this game. Like, the way I play this game just got better. All good thermos cups have a name, and this one's called Oh My Fucking Tongue. Yeah, guys, there's a huge reason why Ivocati is put behind NDA. A very good reason. One way to solve server performance, I guess. I'm still so confused with how they want, how they want to work deciding who, what, where hangar. I'm as confused as you are, bro. Don't worry. Are you talking about allowing friends and people in your party into your hangar and stuff like that? Because there was a very quick boot time now. I accidentally went into somebody else's hangar now, and within 3 seconds, I was kicked out. Wow, on YouTube, I can pause stream, then resume from where I paused it. That's awesome. Shit, you must be stuck in the past, bro. I don't mean that in an insulting way. I mean, you're literally probably in the past. Okay, let's try this one more time. Let's do EU and go. Do we get a new... Oh, EU is not available. Since all hangars except small have been increased, does that mean the bay doors are larger on the planets? Unconfirmed. I've been unable to physically leave my hangar. I can't even get my ship to appear in the hangar. Every time I request my ship to come out of the Epic elevator, it boots me out to the lobby. What's up, PC101? How you doing, brother? Cheers for putting in. Do I have Evo? I played on Evo that one time. Streamer privilege, 100%. What monitor am I rocking? An ancient. It was like one of the first decent ultra wides to come out. It's still a 60 hertz monitor, so fuck my life. But I've had this monitor for about, not even kidding, man, like 12 or 13 years now, and it served me very well. But I'm very excited to one day, when I'm a big boy, upgrade my monitors. I actually just want to get like a nice high speed, like anything above 180 hertz will blow my fucking mind, dude. I cannot wait to get a new monitor one day. And then my two side monitors are like, dude, this monitor on my right hand side was a monitor that I think I actually used in high school. That's how old it is. And the other one is one I just grabbed from my dad. He didn't need it anymore, so I was like, thanks, Dad, and I yoinked the monitor. Are we watching pre-recorded gameplay right now? I'm confused. Yes, you are. We're chilling out, watching this this pre-recorded gameplay while we discuss Star Citizen 3.24 and the looming PTU release, hopefully next week. Don't quote me on that though. Yes, dude. So basically, when I played Evo that one time, every time I went into an elevator, the entire elevator disappeared. And I had an existential crisis every single time. I think it's going to be a lot easier for me to just narrate my experience rather than try and answer like a set amount of questions. But if like if there are good questions that we really should try and answer, where do I actually go to see them now? Because earlier on in the stream there were like tons of like really good questions. I don't know if we actually touched on everything. My small brain can't comprehend this. Oh, go, 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 go. We fucking made it, boys. So, my first impressions of Evocati 3.24 are hopefully with a bit more time with setting up a hangar that isn't your home base hangar, right? Because I want to be able to see what is the process of getting where you actually want to live. Every time you log into the game, I like to, use Grimhex as my home base, right? All my gear is stored there, all my ships are ready to go there, that type of thing. What is the process now of Jumptown is live? You have a whole bunch of armor in your storage at Grimhex. What is the process of going to Jumptown, dying, respawning at Grimhex, running to your storage access terminal, re-equipping all your gear, getting a ship, and going back to Jumptown? That is like, this determines this is like your respawn timer, for lack of a better word. I want to see what that process is like now in a 3.24 world. They're just a bunch of instanced hangars that stack in relative space, spend all the time you want in it. When it's time to go to the hangar, teleports to doors outside the exit, they explain in the patch notes. Yeah, so essentially, when you are in your instanced hangar doing instanced personal hangar things, you don't exist for anybody else. They can access your hangar by using the elevator, which is essentially a teleporter that's going to teleport you to that hangar. If you're in their party, you can join them, right, in your safe space. The second you open the doors to depart your instanced hangar, they load you up into that physical space, so people from the outside world on the actual server, in real time or whatever, can see your doors opening and your ship leave. A good question would be, what if I try to fly into your personal hangar while you're departing? What happens then? Do I get... Probably what will happen is what happened earlier, is I'll get that 3-second timer and it'll yeet me out. But how much damage can I do with an Aurora flying into all of your shit and all your decorations and all of your furniture before I get booted out of the hangar? That's what I'm saying, Fabio. Give me 3 seconds in Aurora, I'll come fuck up your hangar, bro. But 3.24 was amazing. The changes of infantry are a game changer, but bet loads of people will moan when it drops. Yeah, so just fapping, I'm in this camp at the moment of like, I want to see how everything's going to work. I've never like vehemently disagreed with a CIG design decision. The only thing that I've ever really actively hated was Sadable. I think that's one of the dumbest things ever. But what we were saying earlier is, theoretically, this is one of the most player positive changes to the game in terms of selling, the way you sell cargo, right? And what I really want to test is, I've stolen a C2 full of gold. I load all that gold onto an elevator. Gold's a bad example. Let's use Weevil eggs. I've stolen 5 SE of Weevil eggs from somebody in a C2. I go to Brio's, I get that cargo off of their ship onto the cargo elevator, run to the terminal and press sell. What if somebody else was already there, and by the time I've loaded my last box onto the elevator and some little sneaky camper runs up and hits the sell button? Does he get my money? This is why I'm in Evo. These are like the real questions. The test I had was crashing pretty frequently. I need to try the latest one, but I'm working at the moment. Yeah, this is my first time in Evo, so I'm very excited to test it. Because I had a server error that lasted a good 3 or 4 minutes, and I'm back on the shuttle once again. That is awesome. Holy shit. Fair, I thought you responded to yourself. I thought you said, I will start doing so, father, and then you replied saying, I'm not your dad, son. I thought you're having like a psychotic break in my Twitch chat, bro. From what I heard about cargo loading times, they keep that for a while. They can keep that for a while. So are you saying that it's good that it's going to take 5 hours to load your C2? Torps from 40km outside the Armistice Zone into player hangars seem like something. I missed that. Seems like a game loop now. That's got to be one very perfectly timed torpedo. And yeah, so no, you're saying that they still haven't updated the flight times? Like, even for the upgraded Torps, aren't they like quite a bit faster now? Disappointedly confused. I'll camp that sell button all day. Exactly, John. Like, what the fuck? If that's the way it works, I don't even have to kill the guy at Brios, dude. I just got to run up and use the terminal. My guns still look like a Gundam, man. The boxes have ownership right? So like when you try and sell, it just says the cargo is stolen. So this is the thing, Philippe. We sell stolen goods at places like Grimhex and Brios all the time. Those are the places that you go to sell cargo that isn't yours. So at these NQA no questions asked terminals, what's the process? What's the flow going to be like there? What new gameplay has evolved from the system that we're all still trying to figure out? How's it all going to play out? I can pickers and makers. People leave their ramps down all the time. I can just get in their ships and fly away. Make it easier for me. Fine. I'm not complaining. Yeah. I mean, I don't care if you're complaining or not. I just want to find out what the process is like. And then once we've experienced that for a while, you know, because this is my greatest worry, is that everybody's going to be excited about trading cargo and then realize that it's just too cumbersome. Because think about it. If cargo players are not enjoying their gameplay, if they all hate their fucking gameplay, then there is no such thing as piracy. So it has to be good for them. It has to be fun for them. It has to be what they want to a degree, right? I'm not saying that they need to dictate what CIG need to do and the way that they need to design the game, but it has to be, you know, they have to meet each other somewhere, right? It's going to be a nightmare for hoarders. I mean, this is what it's kind of sounding like, right? And what I think is the determining factor here is that maybe buying your own cargo like hoarders have been doing today and selling that, investing your entire fucking life savings into one haul in a C2, that is actually more of an ender gameplay loop than now. What you're actually going to be doing now is being the trucker who gets contracted the cargo hoarding missions to go to a DC and haul all that shit. Right? And slowly grind your way through that gameplay loop. I'll allow it, bro. I'll allow it. Voidy, what's up? You're the sickest cunt of the week. Only the week, bro. Well, if you were a prostitute, you'd be the most beautiful prostitute on the street. I'm glad haulers have more gameplay other than click button number go up. Well, exactly, bro. And like, if I was a hauler, which technically we are, this is why we're jaded. Because we've been doing manual loading of cargo since 3.18 because of piracy. We just see it as part of the gameplay loop. You know what I'm saying? Voidy is the most beautiful streamer in the room. Exactly, bro. You guys know Flight of the Conchords, man. It's good shit. It's going to a nightmare for haulers. Yeah, and so I'm not too familiar with the EVE Online system, John. But my understanding is that EVE has got a lot of this shit figured out and it works really well. So I'm just not, I'm not one for spreadsheet gameplay, you know what I mean? Okay, guys, I'm going to call it. No, I'm not going to call the stream. I'm basically going to say that this patch, it is the elevator patch, right? Take all of your experiences, your worst experiences from every time an elevator has caused you grief in Star Citizen. 3.24 so far is that on steroids. I know nobody wants to hear that, but oh my god. This is coming from somebody who hasn't actually had that much of a bad time with elevators in the past of Star Citizen. But right now, as of this EVO patch, it is pretty fucking brutal. I'm not going to fucking lie. Holy shit. Like, I always just kind of ignored the elevator memes. I mean, I made these jokes back in one of my ship reviews from 9,000 years ago, dude, where I was like, haha, elevators kill people in Star Citizen. This is going to be coming back in a big way now, bro. Because this is fucked. and I just teleported inside of an elevator. I don't know what's going on. Let's try and get the fuck out of here. Voidy, try recopying your account. Oh, really, bro? Okay, I'll give this 5-10 minutes. See if I win. If I don't, we'll do that. I never have troubles with elevators in my citizen life. I don't believe you, Black Jaguar quadruple 8. Woody Jr. will have a home. No, bro, he's going to stay in Brios. I'm not going to let him go into my personal instanced hangar. Easy to figure out when it's XL plus a skin. Also, sub Desync, love you. I also love Desync. I don't know who he is, though. Who is Desync? Fuck, another server error. Yeah, okay, I think we're doing it. Just a sec, ladies and gentlemen. Bugs in Star Citizen. What is this? Helldivers? Exactly, bro. I can't wait to fall through my hangar into the void, randomly suffocate from a lack of will to live, and spend 20 minutes staring into the void as doors open, wondering if I should chance at peak elevator gameplay I've been waiting for. Yeah, man, it's truly existential dread shit, bro. It's Twilight Zone, bro. Man, I miss the Twilight Zone. That shit was great. 100% desync. Nobody wants to type twitch.tv into their keyboard. Elevators in Star Citizen are the equivalent of ladders in DayZ SA. So does DayZ have a reputation for being bad for South Africans because of the lag, and ladders just always kill you? Desync makes funny Half-Life videos. Dude, I fucking love Half-Life. Do you use Gary's mod, bro? Amazing, dude. I'm now subscribed to Desync, man. This looks like my kind of channel. Holy shit. Tom Cruise commandeers my computer. Oh my god, dude. This is amazing. Who are you, bro? This is cool. I can see it now. Ship elevator doesn't spawn, then you can't leave your home planet. I mean, that's basically what we're dealing with at the moment, right? Damn, someone I'm a fan of is not a fan of me. No, dude, you're talking shit, bro. Oh, standalone in that context. Okay, gotcha, Demon. Is it Dayman or D-Man? Demon. Love to see it. Okay, I think we're good to go. Give that a second and we'll jump back in. Holy shit, it's an Idris. What the fuck? Let's try this out. What is fair done now, bro? And before everybody just despawns and the hang-up persistence is alive for my corpse pile. Yeah, dude, I've got, like, much like in real life, I've got 2 children now. And I must split my attention between them. And, you know, favoritism is a thing, bro. YouTube plebeians have stolen him. To be fair, Twitch stole me from YouTube. I'm just returning home. Let's be real. Peter, hey Voidy, are you guys doing an Idris at home base? Saw you loading cargo there earlier. Sorry it works. Secretly watching your stream. Apologies for the confusion. That's just B-roll. We're just happily chatting away about Star Citizen 3.24 Ivocati and people's experience in it so far. We're trying to answer some big questions, man. I've got big questions and I want to find out the big answers. Fuck. Let's go. Give me a sec there, people. Fuck. Yeah, I think things are just slowly falling over, man. Hey, it's working. We are in business, apparently. What, you guys have an interest? So I think you should actually check out Avenger 1. I think their org managed, like they might still be holding an Idris right now. This is footage from the before times and the long ago. Let's be real, it all depends on where the sub super chaps are falling. True. Can't hit the player, just the game. True. Is your hangar going to get a nickname like your ship? No, dude. So Uno, CIG literally took the liberty of naming our hangars for us, bro. My hangar was called Void Dude's Medium Hangar. What I really actually want to see that didn't make sense to me at first, but now it makes so much sense, is I've heard a lot of guys like AstroPub and other creators talking about how...
Baby_Y.
Thank you, baby_Y, for the follow. How it would be really cool if we could name cargo containers, especially now in this brave new world of no local inventory. It might actually become a very crucial thing, you know, in a world where you lack search and stuff like this. And that's actually one of the most egregious things, is that the storage access terminals themselves, they've got this fantastic, amazing new UI where it's very intuitive to drag things over to your drawer or to your elevator, but there's no search function, which is a bit silly. Baby Y, thank you so much for the Prime sub, man. Appreciate it. I'm willing to pledge as a sacrifice for a glorious throne power. Kafka 4, how you doing, brother? Can you put smaller 1.8 SU boxes inside bigger containers? This is the type of stuff I want to test, man. I was hoping to get to this level of testing today, but it's just not playing ball, man. We're still in the, can we even load our, you know, can we even get out of our hangars phase of 2.4, you know what I'm saying? Wow, what a sick name. Mine was called Bagel Small. Dude, not including search is such a facepalm. Yeah, Control Undo. I agree with you so hard, dude. It is actually insane. Okay, we're loading up. Oh my god, we're going to shoot the caterpillar with this railgun. How very on brand. Now, guys on YouTube, let me know if the ads are a problem. I realize I'm not... I would much rather build an audience of people who enjoy the content rather than, you know, try and fucking nickel and dime them with ads. So do let me know if the experience on YouTube is too ad like full, and I'll just straight up disable them on the streams, man. I don't think that my streaming capabilities are professional enough to justify the usage of ads in the first place, right? Hi Twitch, bye Twitch. Thank you so much for the Prime sub, Demon. Appreciate it, bro. Good morning, dude. What, it's morning in the UK? Yeah, morning in South Africa as well. We share a pretty similar time zone. I think you guys are 1 hour behind us at the moment. I don't know if that's DST or what the situation is, but when we go into summer, I think we align exactly with UK time. Cool. So that one time I tried Evo, we spawned in after resetting our account. Things seem to be working a treat. Let's see if we can get some tasty information on how things are actually going to function in this patch, because I genuinely think this is so important. Actually, I want to make a video about this. So I'm just going to be testing fucking Evo the whole weekend, man. YouTube's for... Dude, I love this Twitch YouTube rivalry, man. It's getting out of hand, bro. I feel like that, you know, the Japanese actor when Godzilla and like Mothman, what's the fucking monster called? And he's just like, let them fight, Let them fight. That's how I feel right now. I use U-Matrix so I don't get YouTube ads, but I do make up for getting Bezos bucks. I didn't think that ad blockers were... I know that there's this massive push from a Chrome perspective or a Google perspective to make ad blockers like not work anymore. There's this like huge concerted effort that like ad blockers will go the way of the dinosaur. Not to say that any proficient internet user who doesn't want to see ads will not see ads, right? You're never going to stop people from figuring this out. Personally, I don't really have a horse in the race. But it's interesting. I mean, I've used ad block for donkey's years, bro. Mothra, there we go. Yeah, Mothra. It's the new console wars since those became completely irrelevant. Do you know what, dude? I was truly trending because like I was a guy that who always had like I did my PC gaming, grew up with PC gaming, never really went into consoles and stuff like that growing up. As an adult, I was like, sweet, finally time to maybe get a PS4 or whatever. That's the only console I've ever really bought. And I would have gotten a PS5, but it seems like Sony are trending in this way of releasing their first party titles to PC, right? The fact that Spider-Man is on PC is incredible. But then, completely contradictingly, they go and make Helldivers not available in something like 180, 170 countries. You still can't get Helldivers because of the PSN network shit. It makes no fucking sense. It's such an anti-PC move. And it caused all that massive controversy. And, you know, even though they corrected it, it's still not available in those countries. So it's really weird from that perspective. But like I'm just kind of stoked that we live in a world where I might be able to play Bloodborne on PC one day if they ever get to that point. And I mean, Ragnarok's already been confirmed for PC, so I'm a happy PC gamer, man. I'm not gonna lie. YouTube has actually rolled out a thing where if you have an ad blocker on, you have a chance of extremely slow loading times. Dude, it's crazy, bro. Has anybody actually like functionally tested that? Sorry guys, we're supposed to like this was supposed to be a stream all about answering like amazing Evocati questions, but I cannot get the answers out of the game. So we're just going to talk shit instead. I use Adblocker Ultimate. It works fine with ads anyway. Cool. Yeah, well, just keep an eye on these types of things, right? They're saying that they will literally throttle you, right? Dynamic commercial throttling is apparently a thing that exists in the world now, and that just blows my mind. I became a YouTube Premium simp, unfortunately. Same, Kafka. When I started to use YouTube to listen to things that I wanted to listen to in the car, having the ability with like, and I mean, this is very cheeky of them, to just be able to like turn your phone's screen off and not have YouTube close when you've got Premium, that's a feature. And I find that very handy. So me and my wife, we each have YouTube Premium accounts now. MIZA, 100% bro. Welcome to Zuid Africa, my bro. Only had consoles for GTA series. I would say something snarky like if you've played GTA 3, you've played them all, including GTA 6, right? Hey yo, shots fired, what the fuck? Okay, let's load up another Corsair. Retrieving Corsair. Your ship will be waiting at Void Dude's Medium. Thank you for visiting. Is this normal game offline at Void? Yeah, so that's B-roll. We're actually just going to discuss 3.24 in a semi-live environment, if you know what I mean. You could test eating and drinking. How long does it take where you have put your helmet? Can you buy and hold it right away? Okay, bro. For you, Kaisent, we're going to Whammers. We're going to Whammers, boys. Actually, this is a fantastic point. If I hit the Alt-H... Okay, so it's exactly the same as in 3.23. You hit Alt-H and your helmet just disappears, but it can go off your head. Let's go back to the Whammers there. You owe me 4 credits for a Whammers burger. Why is it a waiting room? Is it about to drop? I actually meant to change the name of the YouTube thing, but it never changed. So that's my bad. It's supposed to be 3.24 crystal ball. Let's see if that updates it and doesn't break the stream. There we go. Thank you, brother. I don't want to cause disinformation and confusion. Okay, we're approaching a whammers. You could test eating and drinking. How long does it take? Where do you put your helmet? Can you buy and hold it right away? So yeah, just like now, right? I'm gonna buy a Whammers deluxe burger. Oh my god, you raised such a good point, dude. It didn't go straight to my hand. Okay, so if you tap it once, that's your quick buy. You get the burger in your hand and you can just chow on the fly. If I buy a burger, not quick buy, long buy, right? They literally send the burger to your storage. That's funny, bro. It's like, no. Do you want this to go? Yes, please. Send it to my drawer. Thank you. And then there's this loose hamburger lying in your drawer. Ew. Okay, so we're at a storage terminal. We're sorting by food, and I have one chicken wham and one wham burger deluxe. Now I'm going to drag that into my drawer. Say open drawer, and your personal storage essentially becomes a vending machine that you order food to. Hey, it's the future, boys. This is how this shit works. Not even a tray, bro. It's literally like, imagine Burger King. It's in a fucking packet, lying half open in your drawer. It's disgusting. Pop the burger into a 32 SCU box, 100%, bro. Yeah, Kai sent with the real questions here, dudes. Holy shit. Why would you want to move to SA? Oh, dude, I didn't have a choice in the matter, bro. I was fucking born here, dude. Suppose it beats living in the UK on an SA salary, 100%. You've convinced me the pound is fucking us over more and more by the day. Dude, a scary shadow just passed through my curtain. I was like, what the fuck? Okay, cool. ASOP terminal's not working. So it seems like once you've called a ship, it's like GG's. You find an elevator that works to get your personal hangar, or you live long enough to become an NPC in Orison. Okay, is this it, boys? Are we finally gonna get a hangar? The grease tab of your inventory. Yo, can you imagine, bro? This fucking smushed up horrible burger next to all this like sweaty armor just lying there with a bite out of it. Okay, let's try this. Let's try this for the first time ever. Okay, so now the Corsair has disappeared. It is on claim. Let's test this. Yeah, ASOP terminals are just as jank as ever, man. What did you have, 2 freight elevators in your medium hangar or just one? So I have just one. Actually, there's 2. I didn't notice that before, dude. Great question. So basically in your hangar, you have, let me do this. You have your hangar, closest left corner, 1 freight elevator, furthest right corner, another freight elevator, both of the capacity of 224. So what would be interesting is to see if I can call up from both. Does that actually mean that this is like double the size, right? That's so cool. So one thing I've noticed between the personal storage, so this is weird actually. From your personal storage, you can access ship weapons, but not components. From your elevator, you can access components. And it is very broken. Holy. Or is there just nothing from this warehouse that I can transfer? Okay, yeah, that's not working great. Let's try the other one. How do you have an Idris? I thought XT was off. George, what's up, dude? That's just, that's B-roll. Whilst we talk about that one time that I tested Evocati. Okay, I'm going to test delivering a dragonfly into my hangar. Oh my god. I don't think it's working. So there's an ASOP terminal next to the freight elevator. Yeah, at the moment it just looks like ships are getting stuck in a retrieving state. That one time when I tested Evo. I just remembered I have a month-old burger in my drawer. Sounds immersive and all, but not food poisoning at all. Yeah, 100%. Can you call a nurser from the ASOP and park it in the hangar and then call a ship? That's what I wanted to test now, but everything that I call just doesn't want to work. Cannot reply to comment on YouTube. YouTube inferior. Extra savory. Is there a limit on your warehouse storage amount? It says 1,000, right? But that is... I can't believe that, you know, there's going to be a limit to the amount of shit you can bring to Orison. Right? 1,000 SCU limit to your warehouse. Do you think that that's a real limitation? Because right now, with all my PTU starting gear, it's 2 out of 1,000, according to the warehouse terminal. God, there's so much stuff. I want to figure this out, man. Fuck. Like, I want to go and load a ship filled with shit and try and store it at Orison and see if you cannot breach that 1,000 limit. Because, I mean, that's what? You grab 2 C2s, you could test that very easily. Yeah, okay, so I figured something out. Every time I touch the hangar doors, so the elevator doors in the base of your hangar, you touch those, you get booted out. And we're back in limbo, boys. Oh, I should probably turn off the chat in the B-roll, right? Oh, never mind. Woodywood, you can purchase interior items from Calto and CA, such as chairs and tables. I have yet to test that, but that sounds pretty cool. I want to put furniture on my ship. I don't care too much about furniture in my hangar. A name so long to annoy anyone. Yeah, so I'm really confused if the 224 SCU can be utilized at the same time. So if you have, I mean, it's multi-crew hangar gameplay, fair? Because it's two elevators of 224 in a medium hangar. So if you have 2 people trying to load a ship, can each of them load different shit and get loading from 2 elevators, right? Making it 444 or whatever, 448. Do you enter your personal hangar from the outside planet if they're instance stacked? Yeah. So you access your personal hangar from an elevator. How many people here have an issue with manually loading cargo? Is this something that sounds absolutely deplorable to you? Or is that like, oh, it's just part of the game. This is what I signed up for. How does stripping an NPC of armor and kit now work? So it's kind of like we've taken a step backwards in that regard. Like if you're, think about it. In a location of the verse right now where there's no local inventory, how do you do that? Right? You would either drag them into your ship that has an internal hangar, an internal cargo area, and then drag it into your ship's local. You're not going to have a ship's local anymore, right? So what do you do in the alternative? You drag that shit into a cargo box. We've been doing this kind of stuff for ages, right? So there's not actually a massive change there. It just means that you have to do it this way all over the place instead of certain places, right? Get beanbags. As someone who owns a Banu Merchantman, I kind of knew what I was signing up for. There you go, bro. and to a degree, that's how I see the Banu Merchantman, right? Your personal hangar that everybody's very excited to decorate and put shit into and literally keep on their account until the next wipe or whatever. GFA Plays, thank you so much for the follow. Teddy Bear 1, thank you for the follow. I've always seen the Banu Merchantman as the best example of a ship that you'd want to fly around with all that customization. Like if you guys have seen Expat Brat streams in the past, when we had her on the Idris, taking her around and just doing shit during Xenothreat, she took whatever she could find, like put apples on the desk, on the consoles, and like we had a wooden cock that we placed there, and Cruise Lux bottles and stuff like that. I'm way more interested in customizing my ship with this Skyrim-esque placement of elements versus a hangar, right? I find the hangar more as like a utilitarian place that I'm never ever going to spend too much time in. I want to spend all my time in my ship, you know what I mean? But I understand people who want, you know, an apartment or, you know, a personal hangar somewhere else outside of a city kind of a thing, right? That'd be sick. Hello, Voidy. I'm at work and enjoying your stream. 2 a.m. in the morning. Thanks, bro. Cheers for putting in, man. Appreciate it. Sorry about the bluff B-roll. Yeah, these fucking hangers aren't working, man. I also thought this would be pretty cool for just like general stream experience, where it's not so much about me playing a game. It's more about just having a conversation. Because this shit is fucked, boys. 3.24 PTU next week at this rate. Orbital Explorer, Dr. Hurrell, Rage Digger, Smoke 15066. Thank you guys so much for the follows, man. Appreciate it. Scar TTV, thank you for the follow.
SR Scar _TTV.
I want both, but customizing ships is pointless whenever you have to claim it. Exactly, dude. So like, I'm sincerely hoping, because I mean, this is the thing, right? Even now, you can log off the game and sleep, and then come back to a ship that technically should be fully populated with your stuff. It sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. So, you know, when server meshing is a thing, what I've seen in this patch, I don't know if it was a crash to desktop or if it was an actual Alt F4 or planned quit from the game, like a graceful disconnect from the game. When the streamer I was watching came back into the game, they were where they were. I don't want to say that that's how it's going to work, but that's how I want it to work, right? Because right now, it feels like every play session in Star Citizen is a finite experience that does not lead on from the previous one, right? Server meshing is obviously a huge component to making this reality. But we're not quite there yet. You're welcome. Love your vids, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate hearing it, dude. Now, knew it would be a gameplay from the start, so pretty keen for it. It'll stop people from playing this game like Elite Dangerous and not interacting with anything but terminals. Yeah, I don't know. I still think there's enough physical nature here. And I mean, again, my opinion might be jaded heavily by the fact that we're so into piracy. I feel like we already get a lot of cool interactions, physically interacting with the corpses that we've stolen from, physically interacting with the cargo of other people's ships. Like, to me, that's all that's all the stuff that makes this so enjoyable, right? The amount of room for creativity and this type of stuff. So I'm okay with it. But everything does ultimately become beams, right? Unloading cargo after a stellar pirate op is therapeutic, and the victory lap. Why would I want to skip that? Plus, giving the station a cut of our hard-earned cargo? Hell no. Chroniclism, you're a man after my own heart, bro. ADFDXD, thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, I really don't want to hang out in my hangar. Yeah, I feel the same way, right? Don't get me wrong, it's nice, and I appreciate that the option exists, but it's just not for me, right? I think the cargo elevators and manual loading is okay. Item banks and the removal of local and personal inventory is terrible. I love looting, but this will be stupid. So, again, to me, it adds the impact of you know, every decision you make becomes more impactful, right? Yes, we need to exclude things outside of your control from this conversation. We need to analyze this in a perfect Star Citizen world, right? Where there are no bugs that are causing you to lose shit, right? If the game had always been in that state and always been this way, would we be having this conversation? That's my take. Because the more difficult it is to just magically manage inventory which with each step going forward of this sort of design philosophy, in my opinion at least, the more of a game it becomes. You know what I'm saying? No matter how cheesy or not unrealistic, but like no matter how a mechanic deters from the current placeholdery way of playing Star Citizen, I think every step makes, you know, all these tiny little steps of impact make more impact and make things more worthy of consideration. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but that's kind of how I feel about it, right? It's like having a player equipped with all your gear, all your guns, your railgun, your ammo, everything. That in and of itself is meaningful because it's not easy to just rearm yourself instantly. It's a time sink to do that. And I think that's totally fine. I think that's a good thing. Yo, Voidy 100% agree. These are all steps in making a game. Yeah, dude, we just want the game to be a game, right? And this is the thing. Get the shit in according to the vision. And once your vision is in play, then go and make your design decisions to say, okay, wait, this really sucks. Let's make it this. Let's, you know, fix the UI here. Because no matter how they want these systems to work and how long they want things to happen, it's your user experience that dictates if it's fun or not, right? It doesn't matter if it's a slog. It doesn't matter if it's a grind. If your grind is a positive experience because of your user experience, you're not really sitting with a problem, are you? Right? The problem with Star Citizen is that the user experience has always been a bit on the lacking side, and this is what drives everybody up the fucking wall. Right? So I think there are means and ways from a user experience design perspective to make these systems feel organic and fun, right? Wait, is this your stream or someone else's? Because you can't possibly play with one hand? Bro, I'm just that fucking good. Yeah, sorry, that's B-roll, dude. We're actually just... I'm hanging around in Evo, and we're just talking and trying to make some progress to answer some questions. It's not going very well, right? So we're just talking shit now. Let's try this again. We have an ASOP terminal that works, ladies and gentlemen. And the stored ship cannot be retrieved. We're awaiting a delivery. Let's have a look here. We find a blank terminal that doesn't list another player's hangar, so hopefully this works. We go to Voidude's medium hangar for the 8th time, or 9th time today. Yeah, how the fuck is an way to search? Dude, exactly, this is what I'm talking about. Imagine all the minutia between accomplishing your goals was a fun experience. Reactive, juicy, responsive, felt good, lots of feedback, right? There'd be far less people complaining about the experience, in my opinion. I could be snorting hopium, but that's how I honestly feel about it. So yeah, it appears like ships that are in like a delivery process or a claim process are currently hurting your ability to bring other ships into the hangar. It's like it kind of exists underneath the floor, and it's preventing other stuff from happening. I guess these are like the blockers and the issues that they've transitioned from whatever testing environment CIG have internally to the Evocati state, putting it into a more realistic environment to test. These types of issues pop up. And it's just the way that the server's handling instances and stuff like that. Because I can't do shit in my hangar now, bro. Let's try and use a freight elevator. I think my hangar will serve as my staging area, fit it with as much as I can for whatever I want. So I feel the same way, but I want that staging area hangar to be at Grimhex, right? I don't want it to be on a planet somewhere because that's just too much time and effort to get there and back again. Which is very contradictory to what I've been saying about like making that experience positive. But if the experience was positive to, you know, have a hangar at Grimhex, right? You just choose the path of least resistance. And we got booted out of the hangar again, which is unfortunate. Tell that to the guard mark on my head every time I do a mission. Yup, true, bro. The inventory UI is horrible when you have a lot of armor and shit. Oh, absolutely, dude. And it would be fixed very easily with a search function, right?
Battered trooper.
And again, yeah, these are exactly what I'm talking about, like the non-stacking stackable items, all this type of stuff, right? Every single little minutia along the way of just playing the game. When all of that stuff, if all of that stuff gets, imagine that all had the perfect user experience and it all just worked as intended. Then all of the time sinks to accomplish stuff in the game become less focused on frustration and more focused on accomplishing a goal, right? And that's when Star Citizen starts to shine, in my opinion. Theoretically in the future, right? And I mean, that's the thing, right? You say we joke about, oh, it's an addiction, Hoarders Anonymous, this type of stuff, but like the way I play this game, Jumptown rolls around, I want to be prepared. I want to have hundreds of sets of gear and weapons ready to go so that when I smash my face against Jumptown and die over and over and over again in the holy quest for Maisie Prophets, I can just get back into the action, right? And be prepped and ready to go. And now all this means is that there's just more gameplay between those stages, which is fine, right? We'll see how it goes. Ask me again in a couple of months after I've smashed my face against it, right? Then I'll probably have a different opinion, but who can tell? Yeah, so I've got to wait a fuck off long time. Yeah, I mean, it's just not working, right? The personal hanger's just not calling ships. Yeah. As soon as I try and do anything, bro, I get booted out of the hangar. Anyone know how the Hull C works? So people will have information on this, but I just haven't like, you know, I don't have a Hull C, so I'll be able to physically test it. I can't physically test anything at the moment, man. I wanted to answer like, most importantly, I wanted to answer my questions about this fucking patch, man, but I can't do anything. Oh my god, we're gonna land on that Idris. So sick. Okay, let's try this again. Let's do a 400i. Dude, can't even leave Orison, bro. Yeah, now it's like all my ships are stuck in limbo. So if I call an elevator from a location that belongs to a player and wait for the elevator, I think there's like a bit of lag. When you get into that elevator, it thinks that you're going to that person's hangar and it gets angry with you. And you cannot see your hangar from that location. Interesting enough, all the docking ports are available. So I assume your Hull C is just not going to get a personal hangar. Void Dude's medium hangar. Let's fucking go for the 10th time today. How did that C8 not explode in the edges? It's because I'm a professional pilot, bro. You should play the part of the game that works, the site store. Yep. See, now, this is the thing. It's hard to tell if the issues are just lag-related or if shit's just actually fucking broken. You know what I'm saying? Is there a furniture store on Orison? Maybe we should go check that out. How did I die? Honestly, the biggest problem I have with Star Citizens is I don't feel like the ships have sort of a gameplay identity. I think that's probably one of Star Citizen's strongest points, bro. Is like the mining ship is a miner. Some ships are multi-role. Some ships are dedicated. I think they do that quite well, actually. I'm curious why anyone bothers just posting a joke that's been made 1,000 times already. Do you hope no one has seen it or that everyone will think you're a genius? I don't know. People do strange things, man. Who are we to question Or they're waiting as much as they can to add the quality of life and optimizations until the bulk of the features they want to. So, I mean, I think that's typical of game design in general. It's like, get your systems working and then, you know, polish and quality of life usually comes last, because what's the point of polishing and adding quality of life to a feature that might not even exist later down development, right? And I'm not talking about Star Citizen development in that. I'm talking about like generic first-person shooter game X, right? Oh, there you go. How do you know they've never heard the joke before? Yo, Gas Cooper here. What's up, Gas Cooper? Do you prefer a sub on Twitch or YouTube? Good to know which one you prefer. Dude, I'm not at that point in my streaming career or YouTube career to care where the money comes from. I would just be grateful and happy that anybody even thought to support the channels in the first place. So whatever's most convenient for you, if you so feel the desire to support the channel, I appreciate it, but do not feel obligated. I do not feel like I'm providing near enough of a professional service to even be justified payment in the first place. And that's the glory of the free market and the internet, is that you get to decide. Yeah, nothing's working, man. I think we're going to do one more. We're going to bail out of the game. We're going to do another account reset and see how it goes. Bounty hunting ships and mining ships provide pretty accurate game loop identities ammo. Yeah, I mean, I think it's very identifiable. Like, oh, this ship's designed for combat. This ship's designed for mining. You know, the Mole is clearly not a combat ship. I mean, like, how would a Drake mining ship differ from an Origin one? I don't feel like price and hull HP is a good way to distinguish whether you fly Drake or Origin. So, in the way that I currently do understand it, which I think is maybe not obvious, is that Origin ships are like, Drake is Zerg and Origin is Protoss, right? Drake is like glass cannon, and Origin is like slightly tankier. That's kind of how I've, you know, and then everything else is like gradients in between. I think they've actually done a very good job of saying, cool, how do we justify the existence of this medium sized ship versus this other medium sized ship? Now, when we say this, we have to take into account that all the historical stuff doesn't line up with the current intentions. I think over the 12 years, they've changed their paradigm on what it means to fit into whatever gamut of ships that they've got. So it's not, it doesn't always make sense, but I think the design intent has become clearer over the years, right? Fuck. Medicine time. Excuse me as I drink a big old glass of piss. Drake is a bee and Origin is a ladybug. No, I honestly think that my Protoss Zerg analogy is pretty good. It's like the Corsair, by comparison to, like, think about how many shield generators the 400i has compared to the Drake Corsair. Drake Corsair has one size 3, and the Origin I think has 2 size 2s or 2 size 3s, but it has like 3 fucking power plants, right? So I think when engineering and stuff like that comes on play, you'll probably even see more diversification and identity in the behavior and gameplay of ships, right? I do have enough faith in CIG that they've got this shit ironed out already, or at least theoretically aim to some kind of spread in utility between ships. Like, running around and doing engineering on an Origin ship is probably going to be a more pleasant and less stressful experience than in a Drake ship, right? Your engineer is probably going to have to work twice as hard in a Drake ship. Like this is just that's just one idea, right? Based on the components of the ship that I can imagine, right?
All good ships have a name.
Lewis OL.
Cool, we're going to erase account from PTU. Grandpa's hands are getting vibraty. Time for Medi. Hell yeah, most of the time optimization comes at the end of the development because it's easy to polish a feature we know will work and that one can break because of a new one. Yeah, I mean, it's just, I think it just kind of makes sense. Question, what is the situation when buying cargo from somewhere like a mining facility in Daymar? Do you have to sit in the open as you manually load? So all outposts, places that are not stations or landing zones, big landing zones, do not have auto loading. All outposts are manually loading. So yes, and that is something I'm incredibly excited for, Lewis. Brio's Breaker Yard may have extended gameplay, right? You now have to hold it, load to it, sell from it, instead of just, you know, this quick in and out sort of procedure. So I'm like, these are the things I'm so excited to test in 3.24. Okay, I was going to give that a moment. We're going to copy. Man, I don't want to go to work. It's 30 degrees Celsius outside. That's not too bad. Fuck, I mean, we're in winter, bro, and it's probably... What is the degrees here? Apparently it's 14 degrees. Oh, that gives a great opportunity for pirates. Could be fun. Exactly, dude. And it also gives opportunity for, like, pirate-on-pirate action, right? You could literally, like, I mean, if you've seen my videos, I enjoy camping Brios quite a lot and being a sneaky little wanker that pops up behind you and kills you as you're selling your cargo. The real questions that we want answered in 3.24 is, cool, so you no longer need a prize ship. You can sell cargo from a stolen ship because you're not selling from the ship itself anymore. You're selling from the elevator. You've got to load the elevator, hit the sell button. Who the fuck gets the money? If there's 10 people and none of them are in a party and you've just worked together, can anybody hit that sell button? Does the act of me putting the cargo onto the elevator make the location assign that to me? So that if you press the sell button after I've loaded the elevator, do I get the money? These are all crazy fucking questions that we need the details on, that I'm trying to get for you guys. But computer says no, bro. Come on, come on, come on. Third time's a charm. Nope. Last man standing pushes the button. Dude, like, in a way, you might be right. Like, unironically, that might be how it goes. If you can imagine a scenario in Brios where somebody's just finished loading the elevator, and now 5 fucking oaks rock up out of the junk and start killing each other, and literally the last man presses the button and gets the cell. It becomes its own little game mode in and of itself. The future of Brios might be bright, boys. But it all depends on the step before that, right? Where are you getting the stuff to sell at Brios now in this patch? Are we still going to be finding the odd Weevil egg on an NPC? Are there more exciting and emergent ways to discover Weevil eggs rather than grinding fucking bounty missions? Will Wake of Disaster be worth the damn now because there's going to be some tweaks to the economy? There's so much that could become more viable and exciting and become points of player aggregation or like player, you know, like focal points for people to go to and experience fun gameplay, right? So I'm super fucking hyped. But we just can't get these answers, man. Okay, we're back in. Let's try this. You know what? I'm actually going to go with another, like, I feel like the female character always has bugs and issues. Never mind. Lewis Will, thank you so much for the follow. Battered Trooper, thank you for the follow. Missed you guys earlier. And Danshin83, thank you for the follow, guys. Appreciate it. What's up, Expat? Can't friggin' wait for the hangers. Expat, ask me anything, and I will answer the question for you in about 3 hours' time. Yeah, fair, dude. I'm so hyped. I'm hyped beyond recognition. You don't understand. This is me being very excited right now. Do you guys think I should try somewhere other than Orison? Do you think Orison might be particularly buggy? Should we do Lawville? Fuck it, let's try it. We're going to Lawville, boys. 3.24 AMA. I need to get into that Evo. Damn. Yeah, you do. Voidy, what is your shoe size? Between a 12 and a 13. Depends on the shoe. Some shoes, not all shoes are made equal. And that's European size. I don't know what American sizes even mean. You said we could ask you anything. I'm happy to tell you my shoe size, man. You know what they say about guys with big feet? They have tiny... are they not putting it into PTU? Is it just going to back into Evo again? So, it's still in Evo. What do you mean? Yeah, so I mean, it's the same as always, expat. Maybe a week. People are optimistic. They think next week PTU. It's never left Evo. It's only ever been in Evo yet, so far. Voidy 12 or 13, and what chart? European. I'm just waiting patiently for my... Shit, dude, I've neglected YouTube chat. I'm just waiting patiently for my Banu Merchant to be finished so I can make bank hosting ERP sessions in my Banu Polygamy pit. Bro, that is sick, man. I love the... Do you guys feel that this game could one day tap into the same content category as GTA RP does? You know what I mean? And I think a lot of streamers obviously had to make GTA RP popular before people could really get it. To expose myself as a bit of an old school hyper nerd, I used to log into Warcraft 3 custom maps to do RP stuff, dude. People would make custom maps with tools and assets that you could grab. You would make a character by choosing an entity like a panda or an orc or whatever, and we would fucking RP on those maps, dude. Hey, I mean, that one time that I tested Evocardia, I was in a server with Audi43 and Morphologist at the same time. This is so cool. Man, I can't wait for server meshing. Because then we'd all be on the same servers together all the time. Yeah. I'm having arguments with people in chat. That's hilarious. Okay. I have yet to see you get rocks. I mean, yeah, Expat Brat doesn't have to even consider this. She knows that Star Citizen is going to become the ultimate RP experience one day, and nobody will even remember what it was to be a GTA RPer. But I mean, seriously, think about that, dude. I think that would be so cool if this game was... Because this is the thing, GTA has ease of playability, right? Star Citizen does not have as much ease of playability as something like GTA does. But to think that you could just be flying around in a Mantis and somebody could be acting like a cop, putting to the nines, dude. Embodying and becoming the most immersive policeman they could become. And then having engagements like that, dude. I think that's kind of cool, man. Think what you want about RP and shit like that, dude. I think that is fucking sick. We need... Oh, yeah, I mean, VoIP is obviously the key here, man. And a better remote menu. Yeah, there's so much. There's so much. But with VoIP, see, this is the thing. With VoIP, they're already, theoretically ahead of the game, right? Voidy, how much are you packing? About 769 SCU, bro. I think it could surpass GTA RP if things go right. So this is the only thing... So imagine a world in which Star Citizen is a perfect game and it works, right? as hard as this is to imagine. What then potentially holds it back? Do you think GTA RP popped off because it's set in because of the theme, right? The genre. It's modern times. You go outside in GTA RP, it looks the same as if you go outside in real life. Cars, people, the way people are dressed. It's contemporary, right? Star Citizen is futuristic. If you just look at the gamut of like what's popular in pop culture and media, you know, your fantasy stuff is up there, your, you know, shows, sci-fi. What I'm trying to get at is that sci-fi typically is not as popular as these other genres, right? And that might be the only thing that holds it back. Kafka4, thank you so much for the follow. I think I missed you. Did I miss something? If there's, yeah, I mean, that's the other thing, Dr. Hero, custom servers for that type of shit. I don't think we live in a universe where that's ever going to be a possibility, sadly. I know there's a guy that can be bought to mod Squadron, but I don't see CIG allowing private server. Maybe local type of stuff for modding, but I mean, it's always been a thing that they've mentioned, but the way that SE has gone and just how bespoke this development and engine and everything is, if they fucking go and make mod tools, I will be blown a fucking way, dude. Like, that is insane in my opinion. Look at how, just look at Baldur's Gate 3. Look at how like open and, you know, playing that game, the way that you drag things and place things and can interact with the world, is almost like a map tool or a tool to edit a map, right? You know what I'm saying? And they're only now in their next patch releasing proper mod support for something like Baldur's Gate 3. So can you imagine the amount of work it would be to make a final version of Star Citizen moddable? Wow, I think Lawville's working a lot better than Orison, guys. It popped off because people can swear and act like belligerents, and kids like to watch people get run over by cars and say the F word. Hey, I like to watch people get run over by spaceships, expat brat, let's be real. The kids like the prozzies and the drugs, etc., and all the gangsters shit, huh? I mean, dude, that's why I play Star Citizen, bro. I literally treat Star Citizen. It's working. I've got a ship in a personal hangar that one time when I tested Evo. Okay, guys, I'll ask your questions. I have the first question. Can I load stuff from my warehouse directly into SU boxes? I'm so confused. The layout in this hangar is very different to the Orison one. What kids you hanging out with, Void, dude? What's up, Inferonas? The only kid I hang out with is you, Execute, you dirty Australian. Not the same kids Dr. Disrespect hangs out for sure. Guys, just easy around Gadu, man. We're all in danger. We used to do it back in the old freelancer days on servers that were set up for RP. We had pirate orgs, hunter orgs, trader orgs. We even had wars for control over systems. Freelancer was never multiplayer? What? Was there a multiplayer version of Freelancer? I thought it was single player only. I'm trying to think if I ever landed Freelancer. Since you've got such a good memory with Freelancer, bro, do you remember the end of the campaign in Freelancer? Didn't you go up against like a Dyson sphere? There were aliens, and the aliens had a Dyson sphere, and you had to like invade the Dyson sphere and blow it up or something? It was like some Luke Skywalker shit, bro. Part of what makes GTA RP is the fact that it is completely controlled by the modders and can have custom content. Yeah, so I mean, this is so basically what that makes me think is that the success of something like that is dictated by the fact that you essentially have player DMs, player GMs managing, hands-on curating and policing, but like controlling your world that your players play in. And I think that is where games need to start going. Maybe it can be assisted with AI type stuff, but I'm thinking very hypothetically here, very, very sort of, future ideas, high level idea discussion, right? To a degree, Helldivers tries to accomplish this, and they had all these articles about Joel, the DM, who's like, tweaking the stats of the galactic war from behind the scenes, right? Literally impacting how difficult certain planets are and all this type of things. I always questioned that. I was always a bit skeptical of that. Because my entire time playing Helldivers, I never felt I never felt that there was a hand altering content, right? What was very impressive with Helldivers is how quickly they would release content, and it really felt on a week-to-week basis. Enough cool, exciting things were happening from a content perspective and a gameplay perspective that it felt like this is true software as a service. Now, if you guys remember, Divinity Original Sin 2, I believe, had a DM mode where you could literally host a multiplayer game, have 4 people in the party, and another player as the DM who would literally design the map, control the NPCs, control the bosses, literally be a digital DM, right? And I think that's a huge opportunity for games to evolve beyond what we've ever known possible, right? Is have a human hand directly intervening, developer level human hand directly influencing the events of the world. Not in a, oh, we released a patch kind of a way, but in like a, cool, I just went and spawned 9,000 Vanduul around Stanton. Good luck, you know? SE has a kind of a niche setting, but it does offer so much. If they do, SE setting is like an aggregate of like most science fiction, sans the lightsabers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love how SE actually just draws inspiration from so many other popular sci-fi franchises. Look at the fucking Reclaimer. It's literally the Nostromo. It's the Nostromo Nom Nomo. Okay, so I cannot find... Let's see if this works now. Wow, dude. So this is crazy to me. Earlier in the stream, I was complaining about that one time that I played Evo 3.24, that there was a tooltip obscuring the drop-down menus of the new storage access UI. Now on a better server, that's not happening. Like, did they just patch the game? Was that a glitch? A one-off? Like, now it looks and feels great. What the hell? I'm still struggling with the filters. It's working! Holy fuckaroonies. Okay. So let's grab some shit here. Some weapons. Yeah, the tooltips are back, boys. It's not a great experience. Primaries. Special, melee. All categories of armor. Oh, dude. Okay. Straight off the bat, interacting with storage access is a pain in the dick. I'm not going to lie. I will give you the honest truth. But I'm also cognizant of the fact that once you've spent enough time with the system, it obviously becomes less of an issue. But the initial experience in managing this inventory is kind of painful. And it's literally just because of the way that like filters don't seem to apply correctly and load up properly, right? So let's do that. Do I have a backpack? Open drawer. Expat, I think you're going to love this, man. This is so cool. Now, this is interesting. That one time that I played Evocati, I used a storage access to pull my gear, replaced my helmet. Now, the only thing that's left in my external inventory is the old helmet that I was wearing. Does that sit in a limbo state in the drawer when I'm done equipping my gear? Or does it automatically revert back to the warehouse? Let's see if we can do helmets. Yeah, sick. It automatically goes back into the warehouse from your drawer, which is cool. Question, how often do you do bug reports? Voidy Vids, the YouTube channel, it is one huge bug report. That's the truth. As an ex-GTARP server dev admin, oh fuck, I can't see that. GM are needed when you don't have a lot of features, but as you add more of them, the need for a GM isn't as important. I just think it would be so cool to have a game where the developers literally have a schedule of like people who are capable of modifying what is occurring in the game, right? Live, on the fly, no need for patches, literally like they can literally monitor the state of the game world and be like, okay, the UEE citizens just had their vote. There's this massive political upheaval. Let's go spawn 9,000 insurgents at this location and start a war. And then the game just takes care of the rest. They just make the decision to say this is what happened. And they make this stuff more dynamic, like truly dynamic, right? I think that'd be insane. The campaign of Freelance was kind of cut, thanks micro shit, where you ended up on level 6 instead of going all the way up to level 10 ships, which would have been better armor. Yeah, dude, I just remember playing a shitload of Freelancer, man. It was such a fun game. Be right back, dead nerd game time. I'm just old, give me a break. Fuck, I love chat, man. This is amazing. Wasn't the Idris event something like that? So, I mean, to a degree, but like, to me, that's just like, cool, we've got this set amount of content. We're going to call it Xenothreat, and we're going to spin it up every now and then, right? To me, it's much more exciting to go and figure out... It shouldn't be called Xenothreat and be skinned as such. It should just be, oh, we have this pool of assets that we can draw from, and we can turn it on whenever we want. Certain criteria, the players have met certain criteria by spending time in the game and doing things, and it's triggered this thing, and we're just going to go and call, cool, it could be an Idris and 9,000 wingmen, or it could be 2 Idrises and 400 wingmen, or it could be this, or it could be that. And each time that this is pulled, they theme it differently. It could be a Xenothreat Idris, it could be an alien invasion, it could be a Vandal kingship. You know what I'm saying? It's like true dynamism from all the tools and assets that you already have in your game. And somebody manually just goes, okay, fuck, guys, do you know what? It's time for an alien invasion. There's a sect of Xi'an. They're all pissed off at the last hearing in the council. Xenothreat got a seat in the council. What's going on with Earth? And now there's this Xi'an invasion that is like taking place. And all they do is like spawn it up. And that's it. Then they take a step back. It's not like, you know, then the AI and the systems allow this thing to dynamically go through the place and like cause havoc or whatever, right? Instead of being so artistically crafted like Xenothreat is, where it's like, cool, Rowena Duty will play this message, then this will happen, then this will happen, because that's more like, that's as dynamic as a looter shooter. That's as dynamic as like, you know, playing, what's that game called? Destiny. And doing the same thing in Destiny over and over again. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you have some sort of news reports, articles could be a good way of implementing that concept. Yeah, for sure. That could absolutely supplement this type of idea, right? So yeah, I just think that's... Hopefully we get that type of experience just from whatever the fuck Quanta ends up being and our impact in the universe, right? So like... if too many pirates are pirates in a certain system, then you get like your level 6 you know, crime stat rate in GTA, where now you've got like the fucking military after you. I want to see that, but just implemented better, right? And leading to more fun and dynamic gameplay. But yeah, let's carry on with this, man. We're actually in a working thing here. That one time when I played Eva, that one time, the other night, not now. So, I love how the freight elevator in Orison was so nice and pretty. It looked like the Aeroview hangar. It was so great. Now we're on Lawville, and it literally is like a shitty hangar, bro. What was that hangar name? You know, the base hangar? Okay, I want to see if I can load a whole bunch of shit into cargo crates. Yeah, it's not working. Hey, we've got something. Yeah, it's completely disabled. Do I just not know how to do this? Yeah, it looks like Hold on, this is exciting. Deliver. Man. So I don't know if the server's broken or what, but I cannot load a Dragonfly while my Corsair is sitting here. I'm going to try and store the Corsair, call a Dragonfly, and then put the Dragonfly in the Corsair from the hangar. Pull furniture from seat, place on ship with no grid, try sit. I will have to find out where I can get furniture from. Do you think they'll sell furniture at Lorville? Why no ASCII? What's up? Railgun distributor. It is not up, it's in Ivocati. But I'm here to answer your questions that I can't answer because Ivocati is broken. Yeah, I can't even store my ship now. Well, the Corsair's gone. Okay, let's call it Dragonfly. Oh my god, the Dragonfly is coming out of the floor. I can walk onto the hangar doors as they open. It's like Star Wars, bro. The biggest elevator in the world is delivering the tiniest little Dragonfly that is janking on the platform that one time that I played Evo. You find a bunch of rocket and grenade launchers, by the way. I'm sure you did, bro. You seem to have a knack for finding weapons, dude. Okay, guys, so, confirmed. This is awesome. I have that one time I played Evo, I loaded up a Dragonfly, I moved it off the hangar, then I went up to the ASOP terminal after calling the Dragonfly, which is in my hangar, as we spoke that one time, and we called the Corsair. The Dragonfly did not disappear, and the elevator went down into the ground of the hangar without closing, so I could watch it. Ah, there, it closed really fucking quickly. Like it's playing the animation, but it's nice and fast. It doesn't seem like it's, you know, it's not like slow and dramatic that one time. No, dude. It despawned the fucking Dragonfly. Why? Why would they do this? That is incredibly sad. Dumpers and Calto shop sell furniture. Catastrophically, what's up, man? Micah, this is my first Evo experience. That was my first Evo experience. That one time I played Evo. So I got no baseline comparison, right? Fuck, man. Okay, so I pulled a Dragonfly that one time into a hangar, and it disappeared. Okay, does anybody have any questions for personal hangers? Because I had one that works. I cannot pull gear onto the freight elevator to spawn boxes to load into my ship. It just won't let me. Like the entire warehouse section of the terminal is grayed out. Like it won't let me access stuff. The ship is spawning perfectly, but it despawns the dragonfly that I tried to load into the same hangar. Sup, your videos are hilarious. Keep doing you. Thank you, brother. Cheers for putting in. Dude, that really has upset me, man. I was hoping this would be the patch. It would be able to load a dragonfly and just, you know. Because I thought what they meant was you can't call the dragonfly into the freight elevator, but you can call the dragonfly onto the hangar bay, move it, then call another ship and move your dragonfly into the ship. That would be so sick. I'm going to try it again one more time for like real science. I'm going to tractor beam the dragonfly way out of the way and then call the Corsair. So it's interesting, when you click the store button, nothing happens, but then you leave the ASOP terminal and you look up and your ship is literally going down the elevator, which is pretty cool. Calto, and what other places sell furniture? So we need to go to personal storage. Man, the logistics gameplay is real, guys. Holy shit. Do we have a tractor beam with a tractor? Wow. Dude, the icons for things in your backpack is huge. Very, very unusable. Okay, fuck it. We're gonna call a dragonfly that one time on Evo, and we're going to try one last time. But we can't tractor beam it, man, so fuck. What's a guy to do? Fuck, no, I can't even use the ASOP terminal. I think that's just lag. Dumpers Depot and Calto. Okay, gotcha. How's the performance so far? Similar to 2.23.1 or worse? So it seems about the same so far, but I have not left a planet yet. My experience at Orison seemed a little bit laggy to start, and I disabled the volumetric clouds, and then it seemed about average. What I did notice around Orison, and I don't know if this is placebo or not, but all the buildings in the distance looked even better than they did before. More lights, even crazier like effects and stuff. Like it just looked... I've never been that impressed by Orison, but it's at this patch, I could be wrong, but it looks better. Okay, I called another dragonfly. I'm going to move it all the way to the hangar elevator so that it's very far away from any jank that could be caused here. Or maybe I should put it in the freight elevator. Got it. The opening and closing of the hangar is very dramatic. Wow. And then the lights change. I don't know why, but I always thought you is POC. What's POC? Oh, fuck. I just opened my personal hangar by mistake. This is very sketch. So we're going to put this here. Turn it off and get off. Oh wow, it just booted me out of the fucking thing again. God damn it. Okay, fuck it. We're going to go to Everest Harbor and try and buy some... Dude, the issues that this is causing. Oh my god. Because now my hangar is no longer... My hangar is exposed to the outside world. And there's no way to get back to it from the elevators. So I spawn a ship, recreate the instance of Void Dude's medium hangar, and go back. And my crime stat rating increased. That's fun. Are ground vehicles still only to be pulled from the ASOP terminal, or are you able to pull them in the freight elevator yet? Cannot pull them from the freight elevator. The freight elevator is not actually working for me at all. Yeah, and then the elevators are just... Like I said earlier, think of the worst... What's the worst thing an elevator's ever done to you in Star Citizen? That's Ivocati right now, times 1,000,000. This is bad, boys. Question, how does your personal hangar show in the elevator? So what is very cool is you spawn in the game, you're on your home planet, you go to the ASOP terminals as you've done 1,000 times before, you request your ship of choice. That action creates your hangar and gives it a name. So it'll say Lewis O'Well's medium hangar. Then you go up to the elevator and you say, cool, take me to... you look at the terminal and it literally has an option that says Lewis O'Well's medium hangar. You click that and that is you loading into the instance of your hangar. Yeah, I think seeing the player's name on a panel is very cool. It kind of hints at the potential for, like, I know how silly this jump is, but like think of looking at your MFDs on your ship and seeing user rights, privilege management for ships and stuff like that. Seeing player names there, cool. He has access. Make him tier 1, 2, or 3. Where tier 1 is like captain, tier 2 is like anything below captain. He can do everything but X, Y, Z. Like, I think that's super cool. So yeah, for those who missed it, I was speaking earlier about how I pulled a dragonfly into the hangar, flew the dragonfly off the elevator, and then called a Corsair. And as the Corsair started coming up, the dragonfly disappeared. That is very sad. And I mean, that could just be my particular experience, right? It could have been something like the server could have thought that the dragonfly was still on the elevator, therefore thought to despawn it. Like if I'd waited 5 minutes, maybe the server would have realized that it's not there and it would have worked. Who knows? You can't take anything as a true source of authority in this testing phase. Everything is hearsay and bullshit and rumors until you experience it for yourself, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing is real. Except for that railgun. Not that anybody asked, but I managed to get a trespassing second-degree infraction fine, and it cost $2,000 to pay off. I don't know if that number's changed since the previous versions of the game, but that's what it is now. I don't know if this is placebo or not, but every time a patch drops, I don't know if it just happens to be the time of the day or the lighting or what, but with every single patch, it feels like the lighting engine gets more unified, if that makes any sense. It feels like there's less things in the distance that interact incorrectly with your fog levels, your LODs, all this type of stuff. Every time I look into the distance when a patch drops, I'm like, holy shit, has the game always looked that good? But again, this is looking good has never been Star Citizen's problem, right? Just wish it played well. I wish it played as well as it looks. Is push and pull in 2.4? I do not think so. That's not been mentioned on any of the patch notes. But again, dude, what the fuck? I missed the train. The train left as I approached it, and then it just teleported me inside of the train. I wonder if that's a feature or like a very, very good bug. I look away for 2 minutes and suddenly it just railgun. Yeah, that was a crazy night, man. So no mule loading game for you. I still don't understand the point of the mule, dude. In a world with tractor beams, who the fuck is going to use a mule to load cargo? A robust permission system would be awesome. Hell yeah, dude. Designate who specifically can do what on a ship and maybe even give rights for certain players and org members. Yeah, exactly, dude. Like, something as simple as, like, only the captain can access the captain's quarters. That'd be cool. The lighting is better and night vision is coming too. Believe it or not, but night vision's right now in this patch. You can load up Arena Commander and you can see night vision scopes. I mean, I know what else is coming, even if CRG doesn't, yeah. Tractor beam's going to be nerfed, battery's going to limit it. So exactly, this is what I kind of hope, but I still feel that the mule, what does it represent in terms of the gamut of interacting with cargo from a ship, right? The mule is the Argo cargo of ground vehicles, right? We have a non-vehicle asset that we've seen in Inside Star Citizens of a hover trolley that is more practical than a mule, right? Hey Voidy, I hope today will be yet another day where you don't stub your toe on the coffee table. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Do the hover trolleys work yet in a freight lift, or do they still spawn? I haven't even seen one. It never appeared for me in the Evocati. Yeah, exactly. Track to the mule, dude. But you're right. Like things like drain and charge, although that might not be the correct thing, but like reloadable ammo. Dude, I've got a very glitchy ASOP terminal, and it looks incredible, dude. It looks incredible. Holy shit. Let's get another Corsair. Yeah, performance at... what is this place again? Lawville. I'm getting 0.0 FPS apparently. Yeah, I'm getting 23 FPS, 24 FPS at Lawville. 27, 30, it's slowly going up. So yeah, no real change in terms of optimization that I can clearly experience. The change in location help? So far being at Lawville seems a lot better than Orison. Okay, so we're going to unsummon the Corsair. I'm going to try this one more time. Actually, no, fuck it, dude. I've dicked around with this enough. We're going to have one last look at the freight elevators, and we're going to see... Then we're going to fly off to Grim Hex. Oh no, we're going to go to Everest Harbor. We're going to see if we can buy some furniture there. Yeah, the warehouse for the freight elevator is completely disabled for me. I'm just going to test the other freight elevator to see if it's like a localized issue or not. I got an Argo tractor for lols and sitting on Ironclad, by the way. Your meme video is something about NZ exit makes it enjoyable. Hey, everybody. Wait, is this on PTU? No, the footage you're seeing is from live, from a couple of, maybe last week or so. I'm currently talking about how my Evo experience was every 5 seconds, if you know what I mean. The F interaction system, nah, it's about the same. I think I need to spend more time with it. It feels a little bit more accurate, or they've just enabled more buttons throughout the Corsair. Let me see if lights and stuff work. Nah, it's still fucked. Like, it's totally fucked. Oh wow. When you third person cam, you can now like clip through the elevator beneath you from your ship in the hangar. Not noticing anything immediately with regards to, you know, the experience within the cockpit. Lorville is looking fucking sick. Holy shit. Maybe I just don't come here often enough. Uninspired username. What's up from South Africa? How's it going, bro? I think live is worse than Evo. Just blew up in Atmo kilometers above the ground. Yeah, bro. Desync is a hell of a drug, dude. The server knows where you aren't, but it doesn't know where you should be and can't tell where you are. Evo servers are known to feel better than live. So yeah, the one time I hit PTU servers really hard was for the 3.18 patch, and towards the end of that cycle on PTU was the best I've ever seen the servers performing. It was glorious, dude. Yeah, absolutely nothing changing in terms of like your master modes, experience, UI elements. Everything looks standard so far in the Corsair, at least. Okay, but what I would actually really like to try is trying to get hold of some furniture, load it up into my Corsair. And then we're going to go check out, where can we get some cargo from? We'll try and buy some cargo somewhere. And then take it to Reclamation. Fuck, I wish I was in the Crusader system, man. We might actually go to the Crusader system. We might go do a drug run. And set up Brios and see what the experience is like. So interesting. That one time when I tested Evo, I approached the station and I asked it to give me landing clearance, and a marker popped up that said Void Dude's medium hangar. That's very interesting. I love it, dude. Everest Harbor, you can actually see the branding of the hangar. So like Everest Harbor, and I assume all the stations, they have self-land hangars. They're literally branded as self-land hangars. That's cool. Oh, I'm on a 18 FPS server. This is glorious. What, I thought you were going to play nothing but X4 from now on. I made it very clear that I was very like that game looks amazing, but the time investment is just not something that's realistic for me in my life right now. I got an Argo tractor for lols and sitting on an island. Oh, sorry, I saw that already. Seats can maybe be new drop pods. Dude, I love the way your mind works, expat. That sounds fantastic. We should try that. Can we bedlog in the hangar? No, there's no bed. Oh, you mean like with your ship? So in your personal instance hangar, can you bedlog? I wish I was still in my personal hangar. I'm in a Everest hangar at the moment. I could try it just now, but I don't think it's going to work. But what's very interesting is that it denotes my hangar on Everest as Voidude's medium hangar. Nope, now it says security port A is my current floor, but the hangar still exists. Holy fuck, what just happened? Guys, the elevator experience in this patch is fucking wild, bro. So yeah, while on Everest, storing my Corsair, it calls the hangar Voidude's medium hangar. So hangars are instance, they're just not personal, right? Hey Voidy, you look so cozy, my friend. Yeah, bro, nice and cozy on a winter Friday morning in good old Josie, bro. Okay, I'm gonna set a spawn here. NPCs doing their thing. Everything looks good. Can you buy hospital furniture at a hospital? Because technically Calto clinics are Caltos. And somebody said you can buy at Calto. Cool. So I want to buy 20 med pens. The destination is automatically Everest Harbor, but I can set it to my backpack. So this is now going to become important, guys. You've got to choose those locations wisely if you want to skip a trip to the storage access. Okay, so we've got some med pens. That's fantastic. Wow, the icons are so big. This is ludicrous. Guessing the closest furniture for you is Dumpers or Kelto and Orison. Yeah, that is Lefara. I think we're going to make a trip to the Crusader system. Yeah, there's no pharmacy furniture available. It would be cool if there were like knickknacks and doodads that the different shops started to provide now, right? Okay, what I want to do,
All good ships have a name.
X-Ninjax 501.
I want to go check out the cargo center. X-Ninja X501, thank you for the follow, man. Cheers for putting in. Curious what you can actually spawn from your account in your hangar. Do you own any hangar flair? Yeah, dude, I've got a bit like, you know, the fish tank and all that kind of random shit. I'm gonna. Oh, but you know what? So now I'm checking storage access at Everest. And it is empty as a dog's balls. That was a weird thing to say. So yeah, there's nothing. It's definitely 100% not a local sort of storage thing that people were hypothesizing. So now, destination Everest, I want to buy a couple of eight SU containers. And a couple of ones. Then we're going to go back to Everest. Sorry, to Lorville. And we're going to load up all that shit. I want to see if we can actually interact with our flare now. That's a great point.
Dedalos_SC.
Dedalos SC, thank you so much for the follow, bro. Cheers for putting in. Is it worth checking out the Galleria on Everest, do you reckon? Anybody got any furniture?
All good ships have a name.
Emrizaki.
Is the stream quality terrible? Oh shit, is it not good on YouTube, bro? Yeah, that looks pretty shit, bro. Can you... Has it always been this bad on YouTube, guys? The 1080p looks okay, but it's not great, unfortunately. I'll look into trying to improve that, man. Also, I don't like that YouTube forces you to have the stream open and playing. It looks like... It feels like a insufficient use of bandwidth, if you know what I mean. Okay, so categories: MISC, med pens, armor. Oh yeah, nothing too interesting at these locations. Seems YouTube norm for me. Certified glitchy boy, certified pirate files, 100%, bro. Are there any new type of containers? Not that I've seen in the Everest Harbor Cargo Center. What the hotfix is on the launcher? No idea. Okay, so let's see if these elevators work. What I'm going to do is... This is a good test. Okay, so I'm going to call a Dragonfly, that one time I did Evo, into my medium hangar. What size hangar does it give me? A medium hangar. Okay. It says it right in the name. Can we go there? Guys, you got to be so gentle with these elevators. Holy shit, it is a wild ride. Oh, I didn't buy tractor beams. What a tosser. If you're looking at the B-roll footage right now, I was trying to get the Idris to like nuke from orbit the NPCs on my location. Didn't work very well. Okay, so I'm flying a Dragonfly into the cargo elevator. It seems like the Dragonfly has come quite a bit lower to the ground now, which is kind of cool, I guess. I'm going to quickly run and get a tractor beam. I love science in this game, man. This is epic. Let's see if this works. Corsair, retrieve. Dudes. Okay, so you want a Dragonfly? You want to load a vehicle into your ship from a hangar? Let's wait. I spoke too soon. Let's give it a chance. Don't you fucking despawn, you piece of shit. I did it. So it might have just been Orison being weird. Or, no, that wasn't Lawful. So I have successfully, that one time I played Evo, managed to load a Dragonfly into the hangar, move the Dragonfly off the pad, and then call the Corsair. Win, boys, win. Success. Dude, that is so cool. Fuck yes, dude. One thing I find annoying is your ships face the opposite direction now. So like where you stand, the closest freight elevator to you is on the other is facing towards your ship, which is a bit silly. Those floating cuffs are triggering you. I love those floating cuffs, man. Dude, this is so cool. I love this. I don't know if it was because I moved the Dragonfly into the cargo elevator. It maybe made the instance think it's clear so that you can call two ships at once type of thing. I mean, two ships, one after the other type of thing. But either way, that is a win, man. Cool. I'm quickly going to buy a tractor beam. That one time I played Evo. And then fly the ship off. Dude, this is one big step for Stasis and Khan, man. One big leap. Ah, yes, I'm tuning into Voidy livestream to see him in the middle of something of corpses. Business as usual. Sorry to disappoint, bro, but that's B-roll. We're currently talking about my semi-live 3.24 antics, I guess. So if this hangar is instanced, can I go and do all the shopping I want and not worry about anything despawning there? Can you get two ships at a time in the hangar? Ships, vehicles that can't fit in the elevator. So do you want me to try and like load multiple fighters in the hangar? So what I think will happen then is the first fighter will despawn, but happy to test it, bro. Let me just get myself a tractor beam, maybe some ammo. I don't suppose people's gonna, like, there's not gonna be a, like I said today, servers maintained a steady 18-19 FPS, which is glorious. Cargo center. So was the Corsair already on the pad first? No, expat, so I loaded the Dragonfly, moved the Dragonfly into the cargo elevator, then loaded the Corsair, and the Dragonfly did not despawn, as it did earlier. So I don't know if it was a server glitch, a hiccup, or the fact that the freight elevator tricked the hangar into not despawning it, right? Oh, there's still that annoying. You know, like when you buy too fast and it like kicks you out, you got to buy it again. When you're like buying multiple items, that just happened again, which is unfortunate. Okay, but but that would mean you can only do one Drago at a time when the ship is still there, unless you can bring it up in freight. Yeah, so you can't bring it. I don't think that's the plan for this patch. Vehicles cannot be spawned in freight elevators, essentially. The workaround is to spawn the ship, move it off, spawn a ship, move it off, spawn a ship, move it off, call your ship, move it in, move it in, move it in. Yeah, so a bit of prep. So it's not perfect, but it's a massive step up from having to go to a fucking moon to get a Dragonfly into your ship, right? What's your overall experience with 3.24? Does physical cargo improve the game? Too soon to tell. So these are the things that I'm really just trying to get into testing. From a theoretical, like theoretically for me, I feel like it's going to improve the game. I think it's healthy for the game to not have cargo haulers run around the verse and just press buttons to make their numbers go up, right? This is how a lot of people in my org refer to it as such. I might be jaded in the fact that we've been doing piracy since 3.18 days, and we've been doing manual cargo loading as part of our gameplay loop for ages, so we don't think of it as a big deal. A lot of the cargo guys are thinking, what the fuck, that's insane. I think it's kind of cool. So theoretically, I like it. But what really matters is that the cargo hoarders enjoy it, because if the cargo hoarders aren't enjoying their gameplay loops, guess what? There's no piracy. So I hope your cargo haulers enjoy the new game, bro. Enjoy the new meta. So far, the experience, though, has been... The new elevator meta is real. You've got to be very gentle with the game. Take your time moving in and out of elevators. Don't go crazy. Don't do things too fast, or you'll find yourself in oblivion. So now I want to see if I can use a cargo elevator to load up some crates that I bought. Because there's no magic inventory to just dunk them. Yeah, unfortunately for me, the warehouse section of the freight manager is just completely uninteractable. Oh, I clicked a button. Oh, do you know what it is? The elevator was raised. So now that I've lowered the elevator, I can start dragging stuff across. Interesting. Guys, everything is manual now. Holy shit. So I'm going to load up a couple of, let's do 2 8s and a couple of 1s. Couple of backpacks. So I'm loading like 11 loose tractor beams, 21 loose things, and I'm raising the elevator. Let's transfer into the hangar. We can immediately leave it and watch the elevator go up. That was really fast and seamless and cool. Now the interesting thing is that I called a bunch of gear. The gear is not visible on the hangar. Did it spawn its own 1SCU box? Where did the gear go? Okay, so that's interesting, man. It was a... Yeah. Okay, so I called a bunch of loose items into the freight elevator and they're nowhere to be seen. Oh, wait, they're literally floating in the sky, dude. There's a backpack on top of an 8 SCU crate. Dude, what the fuck? So I literally had to grab the tractor attachment that is like floating above the... Why can't I do this? What the hell, boy? So, yeah, things don't seem to be working as intended. Okay, I've managed to get a tractor thing into my tractor beam. Now, if I walk up to these items and press I... Dude. Do not call 20 med pens into your freight elevator. There's just 20 med pens that you have to like individually tap carry on. Yeah, if people start to get excited about law enforcement over piracy, we'll start to see some balance in the force. I think that the game currently does... What do you think the split is? What if you were to see a pie chart of like what people want to do in Star Citizen? How many percentage are into piracy? How many people are into like escorting? How many people are into like industrial? This is so funny. I just automatically assumed that if I called 100 med pens from the freight elevator, it would spawn a box, like give you a box for free. You know what I mean? But that is not the case. It literally spawns loose items. sounds like yeah. The server that I was most recently on when I did the 3.24 testing was probably the most stable it's ever been. I've just picked up 40 items individually off the ground, well, off the floating SCU box from the freight elevator. It's like they tried to make it so that things get stacked in some kind of like logical way. Like the oh my god, there's still another fucking million med pens there. Okay, enough of this whole shit.
Good ships have a name.
Let's open storage.
Days.
We have lots of science to do. Cool, so that's great. Guys, so basically, when I played 3.24, I tractor beamed a max lift tractor beam in my small tractor beam, and there are locations on the freight elevator for me to lock it to. So it's like you don't have this like jank experience of shit being absolutely wild. You can like lock things down, which is cool. And it seems, okay, one of the biggest issues I had with the previous patch is if I've got 2 weapons on my backpack, I cannot pick up a gun into my hands and then have 3 weapons essentially on my person. That's fixed. G'day Voidy, finally caught you live. What's up, Chris Bold? Budgie, epic name, bro. Thanks for putting in. What's up, Bayroth? Thanks for putting in. Like a cargo grid? Yes, dude. Individual items snap to a cargo grid now. Can you zoom in on your webcam so we can watch the reflection in your glasses? I'll get banned, bro. Cool, so I'm just putting in a whole bunch of stuff. The freight elevators work really well. Well, aside from the fact that you don't get a free box if you call 30 individual med pens, right? That's very strange. You gotta like pick your poison, right? Okay, what really kind of sucks is that my ship is facing the opposite direction. The cargo hold of my ship is the opposite direction of all my spawned cargo. So there's like some logistics here, which is no big deal. But what I really want to see now is if I take an item and tractor it in my cargo hold, does my cargo hold have individual snap points for weapons and gear? We truly live in the most exciting timeline, guys. Okay, that's the last box. So far, tractoring cargo boxes around seems better than live, but that could just be a server performance thing. Escorting boring, probably going to be all NPCs, and I'm fine with it. So this is the thing, right? You got people on Spectrum saying, who the hell is going to help you load cargo for 30 minutes? And to me, that's a very foreign concept, because as pirates, we, you know, one of the best parts of the night is after you've whacked like a 600 SCU cargo hold of C2, and you're together unloading the cargo and loading it to go get sold somewhere, right? Cargo grid is not working. Okay, this might be interesting. So, the Drake Dragonfly does not snap to a cargo grid. In the cargo hold. Restricted area. Vehicles will be impounded. What? Leaving restricted area. So there appears to be a section of my cargo hold that is an illegal area. Which is interesting. Oh, but this feels great. This feels better than live in terms of just tractoring stuff around. But my thought is that it's server related. Oh, fuck. I'm busy loading my ship and the elevator's going down. Was I here for too long? This is very unfortunate. Maybe this is why you want to do shit like this in your personal hangar. I don't know. Okay, interesting. I just got booted to the lobby. Yeah, dude. Like there was one Voidy vid where we did a hit around yellow, I think it was, and the Oaks we hit came back with a vengeance, bro, and they rammed us with a retaliator. It was insane. Afternoon from Cape Town, sir. Nice to finally catch you live. Thanks for putting in, Daniel. Appreciate it, man. What's up? He's been taken. Oh shit, are we no longer live?
Optimism, Captain.
Guys on YouTube, we still here? Hectic. Okay. Wow, Twitch really sucks. Am I right, guys? What a terrible platform. Everything working on YouTube. Sweet. I mean, I'm not breaching or doing anything wrong here, guys. We're just talking about Evo. Cool, so we're paying a fine to get our Corsair back. Yep, I blame It's Not Fair. But now if I generate a new key for Twitch, it should be fine, right? Let's see if we can do this without breaking everything. Cool. Did the YouTube stream carry on? No problems? After that little re-enablement of the Twitch stream? By the power of Chris Roberts, you will be avenged, Voidy. Let me know if that's back up, ladies and gentlemen. Man, YouTube's where it's at, bro. Fuck Twitch. What a trash platform. I'm joking, by the way. YT is a beast. Voidy, yay! Are we back? Wow. Guys. Clearly Twitch is the inferior platform in this case. Because YouTube held strong like a motherfucker, bro. YouTube didn't give a fuck. Okay. So, we're still good. We're not doing anything illegal. We're happy. For a second, I legitimately thought, I was like, oh my god, did CIG like have enough of this nonsense? Let's see. So this is an interesting thing. That one time that I played Evocati and my Corsair disappeared into the elevator while I was loading it with cargo, I called the Corsair back and I asked myself the question, would it still have the cargo that I loaded into? Because the Drake Dragonfly that I yeeted out of the cargo hold and put onto the side is still there. Which is interesting. Can other people call stuff out of the cargo alerts in your hangar? Apparently they can, Jalith. I have an open cargo hold, an open hangar, which is very exciting. So I tried to call a Corsair and it's not working. Where did my Corsair go? What's up, AAK625? Thank you for putting it, man. Basically, an orc can use a single card of it. And dude, this is the thing, Jay. How do I pronounce your name, brother? Jay. You've got 2 freight elevators, at least in the medium hangar. So I think you can actually, the more people you have, the much more efficient any cargo logistics can be more efficient, because there's one cargo elevator in the front left and one cargo elevator in the front right with your ship in the center. So if you want to load like a shitload of stuff, each player can like just start putting. So essentially you have double the capacity of what the hangar actually states. So that's something that I found very interesting. Whether you can use them both at the same time, I'm not sure. But theoretically, one person could use the elevator to call their warehouse items, and the other player could use the elevator to call their warehouse items. So that theoretically sounds like it should work pretty seamlessly. I wish that there was a clear-cut way to say, listen, my hangar's fucked. I don't want this hangar anymore. Let me load into another hangar. Because right now I've got a Dragonfly sitting in an instanced hangar in Everest, and I cannot call my Corsair via the elevator. So Star Citizen is now elevators all the way down. It's terrifying. Hey boy, dude, love your content. Whereabouts in South Africa are you from? I'm from Josie, bro. Johannesburg. The Golden City, apparently. Not gonna lie, that's a great thing with multi-crew group activities. 100%, dude. It feels like the hangar experience is really getting to a place where it feels organic and natural. Aside from the fact that I called 40 loose med pens and they delivered 40 loose med pens. Like, I don't know what I expected. I honestly expected a free cargo box with the med pens inside. You know what I mean? But maybe as the UI gets more sophisticated, you can like plan what you want from a UI perspective and then call it all and you'll have your boxes. You know what I mean? That would make the most sense in a more final version of the game. We haven't got a load. Dude, core gameplay. What's up, brother? I 100% expected after the elections we would go back to like rough load shedding, bro. But things are looking very positive, man. I'm very, very pleased. What's up, Tiltronex? Thank you for putting in. Are hangars and stations also persistent hangars, or do you just call your home location? So they're instanced and persistent. So basically, Johnny Mendoza, when you call your ship at Everest Harbor, you still get the elevator that you call is called your name, medium hangar, your name, large hangar, your name, small hangar, which is very cool. But I got booted out of my hangar now. I don't know if I spent too much time in it or what the problem was, but I got booted. I'm not in a CBD. I'm sort of West Randish. If you have an Iron CLA Assault, will you get the hangar for that? Oh, the Ironclad. Yeah, so basically your biggest purchased ship will represent your hangar. I wish they offer a box of those med pens for additional charge down the road. Yeah, I'm very interested to see how that stuff works out, because, I mean, dude, in piracy, you do a lot of fucking tractoring. So I really want to see what, like, the average, what the planned, how many boxes can you tractor before you need to, like, reload or charge something or, do something to that effect. Yeah, I'm kind of stuck in limbo at the moment, man. How do we do this now? How do we fix ourselves? Do we call another ship? The one good reason to keep Mark Clem with its large hangar. And I mean, I still think so. This is, to me, the most exciting thing is the potential economy changes for this patch. I've heard rumors of cargo going up to like the 10x profit margins, which I don't know if it's true or not, but if so, you know, as long as players aren't going to do anything unless they're incentivized to do so, right? This is the curious question of piracy is like, why bother doing piracy when you can go and grind bounty missions and get 10x the credits by just grinding bounties, right? To me, that's not fun. I don't want to do that. I want to make money and have fun at the same time. Whatever the best thing is that is fun and makes you money is what I will do, right? Oh man, I wish I could call this fucking ship. Come on. I was so scared and I'm happily surprised. Yeah, dude, it's crazy. Polaris hangar, let's go. I don't know if the concept ships give you the biggest hangar. That's somebody else could maybe answer that question. What would happen if you did a hard character reset? In terms of like the way you access and do PTU stuff, you just get whatever they deem, you know, whatever's associated with your hangar and whatever they happen to give you during a particular PTU phase, which is usually about 15 million credits and your gear. That's what you start with. I'm just teasing. I think you've been dead if you were in CBD. Genuinely thought load shedding would have been like stage 8. Same, dude. I think, like, I don't know. I was speaking to my brother-in-law, and apparently the situation is not as dire as it's been in the past. And I was speaking to another friend, and he's like, ESCOM really subverted a lot of expectations in terms of what's been possible. But who knows what's really happening behind the scenes, man. And we all have very good reason to be very pessimistic, right? As sad as that may sound. Okay, so I think we're going to server hop, or at least try and get out of this, because we have royally fucked ourselves. We cannot call ships. We cannot do anything. What are you planning on doing, Void Dude? We're just chilling out and talking about 3.24. I'm trying to get to a point where I can literally answer questions and figure stuff out as and when you guys have them, but it's proving to be too difficult to do that. So I'm just going to talk about my experience in 3.24 and try to answer questions. But as you guys know, I'm not that type of content creator, right? What I really want to do is just do gameplay stuff, right? But we're in a... I thought it would be fun to just have a stream like this where we talk about 3.24, have some B-roll going in the background, and I actually get to experience the patch. Because this is my first time doing Evo. What you see on the screen and what you hear is not Evo. Let's be clear. I'm not breaching any NDAs. My problem is that as a player who only pledged a starter ship, my cutter size personal hangar is going to be kind of useless. So this is my huge like thing that I'm wondering. It's like, if you buy a C2 in game and all you own is a cutter, why can't you get big hangar, bro? I think that's silly. Even if the hangar is a separate purchase, right? Would be fine. You can't go and buy a nice big car and then expect to get a garage for free, right? But allow us to buy the garage, is what I'm saying. New Deal deals in spaceships, not hangars, right? I love it. There's a little storage access kiosk thing in your EasyHab, which is very cool. I know you had a big issue with that, Expat. There were like egregious amounts of storage access units littered throughout stations. Is it still that bad? I haven't really like paid attention. I'm not seeing a terrible amount as I walk through Everest Harbor. IMO should only be the EasyHab in the hangars. So I didn't even see any on my way through Everest, but maybe I'm blind. What is this? Oh yeah, let's call a ship. I really want to answer expats' questions about the furniture. Cool. I love it, dude. So when you're in a party, you're potentially going to. So say you're at a party with 5 people at Everest Harbor. Everybody goes and calls the ship individually. You might actually see a marker for their hangars. That's what I'm picking up from this. Maybe not though. Who knows? Don't get us started. The only issue there is that if everyone has max size hangar, then the queue for leaving location will be worse because there are fewer larger hangar exits. Yep, this is good points. Oh, got that bug, dude. So sometimes you take the elevator to your hangar, the elevator disappears, but you're still in the elevator. You see space and time traverse around you. But when you get to your hangar, it doesn't come back to life, right? So it's like I've said before, imagine the worst elevator experiences Star Citizen has ever given you. And that's this patch, man. It's elevators all the way down. Ah, yes, buying bigger hangars. Time for hangar JPEGs. Can't wait for hangar concept sales with new size 4 Origin jump work bathrooms. Yeah, I mean, dude, it's not impossible, right? But I mean, theoretically, there have been just associating hangars with your pledges, right? But who knows what the final vision is meant to be. Okay, guys, I'm parched. I've ran out of my juice. I'm sick. My throat is dry. I'm going to be back in 5 minutes and just take a bit of a body break. Catch you guys now. Cheers. Right. Yo, so what's up, dude? I may be remembering wrong, but they didn't say the eventual idea is to allow you to rent or purchase personal hangers at multiple locations, so you could totally do this via that system. I don't know, man. They've said a lot of things, right? Sunshine, thank you for the follow. Cheers for putting in. Sentinel DayZ, Mr. Harasaki. Thanks for the follow, guys. I missed you guys from a while back. I apologize. Yeah, it's about 3 p.m. in South Africa. Really? Yeah, 1 p.m. You're about to say, like, what the fuck? When did it become 3 o'clock? Man, fuck, because the stream died, I don't know how long the stream's now been going for. That's pretty sad. Okay, so I server hopped and I still see an MSR location marker. Interesting. USA is always playing catch up? Yeah. You guys live in the past, man. Get with it, bro. Australia, now that's where the future's at, bro.
All good ships have a name.
Azure_the_mal.
Azure the Mulk, thank you for the follow. What's a Mulk, bro? Okay, so I want to see. Yeah, it truly just feels that like the servers or something are interrupting like all the features that we're supposed to be having with 3.24. So far, that's my experience. God, it takes a long time to store something now because it's legitimately physically being stored from the ASOP terminal. So you could like, this is actually kind of cool. You could go up to the ASOP terminal in the lobby, store a ship, go to your instanced hangar, and then by the time you get there, you haven't waited for the entire process, right? For those people who want to min-max shit. Fuck, again. It's elevators, man. Maybe I should just be more patient with it and see if the elevator ever comes back. Like a good Evo tester. It's called being strategic, Jim. Observe, then act. So what's up, Dark Fox? Are there still the bugs where your ship will not power on right away after quantum? So I don't think that's a bug. I think that's server performance, right? It's like when you enter a location that's that's very busy and your server's chugging. There's that initialization phase after your quantum jump. Server machine will fix it, right? Said no one ever. Dude, that mid-space tractoring is so gangster, bro. What's up, not so greedy? How you doing? Hope and cope is all we have. True, brother. Can you see if the Corsair still is that thing where it gets stuck in the hangar? I think that bug might be a thing of the past because of the absolute overhaul to hangars that this patch represents, Gadu. If you know what I'm saying. So far it hasn't happened to me. But it usually happened to me at Grimhex, and I haven't been to Grimhex yet. But that would be my assumption, is the trend. What's up, Silver Joker 01? Oh no, Silver Joker 1. Thanks for putting him in. Have you tried storing physical ship weapons yet? I love stealing weapons from people's ships. So for those who missed it, no, I haven't tried storing them, but the funny thing is that you can pull physical ship weapons from the personal storage access, which makes absolutely no fucking sense. But you can load that stuff up from your freight elevator. And the coolest thing so far that I've managed to barely experience is that the freight elevators have got, like storage spots where they lock in a grid. like a weapon has a grid that you can lock onto the freight elevator. So I'm hoping that cargo holds for ships act the same way. For certain items that might be pretty cool. Like corpses. Okay. Can we finally have Java gameplay? I'm dying for some from Java action. How does is that just like salvaging, bro? Isn't that Java gameplay? Maybe we can actually move ship components again. I mean, that's the dream, right? Okay, we're gonna be super patient. We're just gonna chill. The Brat market will be Java gameplay. Okay. What in the name of fuck is happening? Oh, dude, these elevators. It's so daunting. Storing them was a fucking pain, yeah. Okay, so this is like the third or fourth time in the row, that one time that I played the Evo patch, that I got into an elevator, went to my hangar, and the elevator stops. The elevator becomes completely transparent, and you cannot do anything. So I'm going to give it some time and see if it actually initializes. And then I'm going to go log my issue counts reports like a good Evo tester. When did we stop being able to sell components? Was that ever a thing? Gym flag? Wootini. Expat Brat, fun fact. Apparently the Jawas, they speak Zulu. I don't know if it's like actual Zulu, but they use a lot of like Zulu-esque words. And I think that that's what inspired the way that they talk. What is the ship claim time on the ships now? I don't think that's changed this patch. What I'm most excited to find out is, can mining bags be removed and contents sold separately from the mining ship? That's a salty mic question, brother. I'm not testing that shit. I'm joking, bro. I hope so. So it really does mean, it really is important to me, because I want to live in a Star Citizen universe where pirating miners is viable and fun. You know what I'm saying? 3.18, you could sell components that were equipped on your ships. Now you cannot sell standard components on your ship they don't buy. So I mean, this is the thing, right? For the last patch, it's been inaccessible to move components around. They've been stuck, right? This is not working, guys. So theoretically, this patch, because everything is now so focused on the logistics of getting stuff from A to B, plus this, bit of an economy overhaul that we're getting, we should see viable, ship components selling. I want to get it to a point where, like, if I pirate somebody's ship, it's worth ripping the weapons off, ripping the components out, salvaging the ship, everything, right? Eat what you kill kind of a thing, right? I hope so, dude. This is the thing, that there are so many implications of this patch that mining piracy could be a thing, right? Unfortunately, pirates still won't have the tools to find their gameplay, right? It's still like absolute luck of the draw. Because if you think about it, every single instance of piracy that's ever been in Star Citizen has been like you happened to find somebody at the right time, right place. You waited long enough to happen upon somebody, quantum interdicting them on their way from Orison or something like that, or to Orison, whatever. Okay, let's try this again. Most pirates don't like doing salvage. Yeah, we went on quite a hard, like, when salvage was all the rage, we would, after we hit something, then you just call in the guys in your org who are keen to salvage, and they'll come and salvage whatever you hit, which is pretty cool. Yeah, dude. Piracy on the Idris was pretty sick. I need to actually check. Dread Pirate Krobits was the captain there. What we actually wanted to test there was we put these boxes inside of his Terrapin, and we wanted to see if he could sell the boxes from the Idris with the Terrapin inside at Brio's. I must actually check with him if that ever happened. It's just all right. Thank you for the follow. When we were getting for 3.23, I bought a ton of components of all the cash I had and then sold them after the patch to get some of my cash lost in the wipe. Okay, so 3.22 you were able to sell the components. Yeah, pirates are just like violent salvages, right? Okay, let's try this out. Dude, so many wonky little issues, it's crazy. I think what is important is before you get into an elevator, make sure it's not named by a player, so that you're not interacting with a potential elevator that is still persisting from somebody else's hangar, if that makes sense. Maybe that's what I'm running into here. Yeah, lots of issues. It's funny that they brag about being innovators of game tech, about being innovators in game tech, but they can't get a simple elevator to work. But with now the update, you won't just get stuck in a box, but your loot will ship as well. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, if you go and ask any game designer about elevators, they will say that elevators are fucking crazy. Like without all this insanity that Star Citizen has brought to the table, just doing elevators in a game is a weird thing to do, and I think there's many ways to approach it, right? This is a trend that I've heard a lot in sort of game design talk, game design speech. Not that I'm qualified to have this conversation at all. These are just my thoughts and opinions. Now, the fact that there's so much interaction with one another, and I know it's a meme at this point to say, no, server meshing will fix it. But unironically, many devs at CIG are just like, we need server meshing. We need fucking server meshing. We need fucking server meshing. They're doing as much as they can with the framework that they have, and the framework is like scaffolding. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Echo Vector Bravo? Thanks for putting in, man. Happy Friday. Elevators in multiplayer is likely tough, but Battlefield 4 did them. Yeah, well, there you go, right? Means and ways. Something skill issue, I don't know. Voidy, did not see your stream for a while. What evil party business are you up to now? So we're just chatting about 3.24. What you see on the screen now is B-roll. The best B-roll, one might say. I really just wanted to get a ship into the hangar. So let's try this. Let's do Expedite Corsair. Retrieve another Dragonfly. Like, you guys must understand, I've been playing the 3.24 Evo patch for ages, and I still haven't managed to test much. It is crazy bad. Unequipped components will sell. It's the equipped ones that you need to put off the ships that will not sell. Okay, I see. But yeah, I mean, all of this doesn't really matter for now because components are like unmanageable in 3.23, right? Fuck, now I can't even get to my hangar, guys. It's like the elevator you choose matters. Like, you really roll the fucking dice. Yeah. It's kind of fucked, man. Damn. I need to know. The B-roll again, laugh him out. So Voidy shooting the massive Israel gun with the small one is that jealousy I see. Yeah, man. Some people just, you know, overcompensate with their railgun size. It's about how you use it, right? Almost all elevators in multiplayer are actually teleporting. CIG's issues that they insist on having them physically transition through game space. See, that's the weird thing, because my experience with elevators in Star Citizen is that they do physically transition them, but in the most crazy, nonsensical way possible. You know what I'm saying? And then there is still an element of teleportation. It's like they've done half and half or something. How many more bugs until we get to play Valheim instead, lol? Do you play Valheim, Kyosa? I didn't know, bro. I finished Ashlands with my son, which was insane. Ashlands was difficult as fuck. And I'm currently playing it with a couple of friends every Wednesday. I don't think 3.24 is going to be great performance-wise. The features will be nice, but no meshing yet is really holding everything back so far. 100% Red 5. Hopefully it's the last patch that we ever have to endure in a non-server meshed world, and hopefully server meshing doesn't bring with it the issues that that, you know, something like a 3.18 did to the game, where everyone, you know, it was like, for most people it was the absolute worst patch in existence for like a while. I think the initial couple of implementations of server meshing might be quite rough, but once they get that ironed out, it might unironically be a new era for Star Citizen, man. That's my hope. And the potential that could happen this year, and I know this hopium, wada. But like, it's exciting times, man. The fact that it's like listed, being worked on, tests are being done. I just got into the server and there's a server error. It's amazing. But yeah, guys, sorry. I mean, I thought this stream would be a lot more talking about, you know, actually getting things answered for Evo, but it's not in that state yet. I'm going to carry on trying over the weekend. I'm going to play as much Evo as I can. And then what I'm going to do is try and get a video out on Sunday to answer the questions that were asked in this Twitch chat, and to answer my biggest burning questions, which is how the fuck does sunning cargo at NQA terminals work? For now, I think I've gone on enough about this type of thing. I might be back on stream later this afternoon or later this evening. I would actually love to like start an Elden Ring run, stuff like this. Maybe try and do some Elden Ring every so often on streams while we're waiting for Star Citizen to, you know, get to a better state. Hopefully PTU stuff next week. We'll see. But I don't think that there's enough interest, right? Star Citizen audience typically don't enjoy when their content creators play other games. So it's an experiment that I'm going to run, and maybe we'll do some Elden Ring or something. Some Valheim, who knows. But yeah, I'm going to be off for now, guys. Thank you so much for putting in. I'm going to leave you guys in the capable hands of Jen Desperado, man. Epic Australian old man Star Citizen gamer, who we all love and admire. Careful, it's 18 plus, so don't cancel me for sending you to this guy. And I'll see you guys next time. Cheerio.